Welcome back to Whitney Forum as we're all set to get rolling here with another edition, of course, of Flow Hockey. Flin Flon Bombers, Melville Millionaires, first meeting of the year. Both teams very, very similar. Both of them give up a lot of goals. There's only 2 points separating them. We'll get the lights back on here and figure things out here, but should be an intriguing matchup this weekend. Mike Slip, our first look at Melville. Both teams have a lot more in common than they'd like. The Bombers end up losing Carter Anderson. He gets handpicked by the Chilliwack Chiefs, and now Kate Drury, not only the Melville Millionaires leading scorer, but the top scorer in the SJHL, now a member of the Brooks Bandits.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. It's been tough this week for the SJHL, the last couple of weeks for the SJHL, but I think it's going to be the way of the world for a little while.
It certainly will be. We're going to take a break here for the anthem and get ready with opening puck drop here tonight. The Bombers and Mills, like we said, the first meeting of the year here. Flin Flon entering play tonight with a record of 13-9-1. Melville 13-9-2-1. 29 points. They sit in third overall. The Bombers right now sitting in sixth spot, tied with LaRange and Humboldt, but do have a couple of games in hand. That's a bit better?
Yes.
Alrighty. Anyway, we're getting ready for the anthem here. The opening face-off coming up here momentarily. We're having technical difficulties here again. Not like this hasn't happened this year. Anyway, we'll try and shoulder our way through it here tonight. Hopefully you can hear me. Starting a goal for the Melville Millionaires tonight. Looks like they're going to go with number 35, which doesn't have a number on the back of his sweater here. I think it's Morin, I believe, is the goalie here tonight. We'll see what they have. It is, oh sorry, it's Luke Brunin is the starting goaltender here tonight. And Brunin 2-3-1 on the year. He does have a shutout, a goals against of 4.00, and a save percentage of .860. Bomber is going to go with Matthew Keeper, who is the reigning SJHL goalie of the month. He's 5-0 since coming to the Bombers from the Western League. Goals against of 2.17, a save percentage of .936, and we are underway here tonight. And Cole Tansic has got the puck. He drops it back quickly to Schaefer. That takes the stick right under the hands that time of the Millionaire forward Ryan Rothke. And like I said, when we kick things off today, both teams missing their top point producer. Carter Anderson, of course, as we know now, from Chilliwack last week, and now Kate Drury, the top point getter in the SJHL, has been grabbed from the Brooks Bandits.
Yeah, it's tough for these leagues. The BCHL, a rogue league, and they're acting rogue, and there's no repercussion.
So we're back underway. The Millionaires will toss the puck inside the Flin Flon zone. Ayajin, a good-looking young forward for them, got in there quickly, got the puck away from Tanchuk. He's got the puck along the boards. He gets it back in there. The big body check there. Gruner takes his guy to the ice. Big body check that time on Morrison. He falls down. The Bombers have the puck. Schaefer can't get it out. Knocked down at the blue line. Nice steal here. Here's a chance for the Mills. Walking in, firing over top of the net that time was the forward Knitting. Flin Flon back the other way. Carruthers, fresh off getting a goal last weekend, will throw the puck back in deep. Hark Harkness is in there, the big Melville D-man, trying to come back to Iogen. He ties up in the corner here with Buka. Puck is flipped to the line, and it makes its way past the D-man. Chance now for Kidding. Kidding's got it. Kidding down the right side, trying to get back out front. That's swatted away that time by Carruthers. Picked up and fired back in by Jemis, the captain. And right on the stick this time of the Bombers' Ringer. Trying to come back to Cormier. He'll slip that one in. Off of Hicks's skate. He's got it. Hicks will pick it up. He'll skate with it. He's got some room to center. Nice move there. Got the puck to the blue line. Knocked away this time by Yakupchuk. It's a chance for a 2-on-1. Ringer and Cormier. Cormier out front. Ringer gets a piece of it and fires off the side of the post. Great chance there. It looked like the goaltender, Brunin, had committed already. Looked like that side was open, but he couldn't put it in. Mounier found on that at center. He'll dump it back in. Jemius goes back to get it. Cormier will chase him. Millionaires move it out. Here's a quick pass to Allard. He'll get his stick on it, chips it back in the Flin Flon zone. Mounier back of his own net. Picked it up by Yakupchuk. He'll chip that one ahead, grabbed it center ice. Picked up and fired right back in that time by Bells Isles. Yakupchuk back of his own net. Here's Mounier. Mounier, good forecheck here by the Millionaires, but coming up the Bomber D tight tonight. Force him to cough the puck up. They do get it out that time. Bells Isles will knock it down in his own zone. Fed it back to Cragen. Cragen gets it back up the middle. That's scooped up this time by Lee. Lee circles to the side of the net. Lee will hang on to it. Lee's got it. Lee in the corner. There's Lee. Tied up here with Yakupchuk, the puck laying along the boards. Scooped up by Piccinino. Piccinino has a guy on him, and he'll feed it ahead this time to Seitz. Here's the quick pass inside the zone by Arbery. Nice to see him back in uniform tonight. Can't do much with it. Knocked out by Piccinino. A chance. A big save by Brunin. He'll kick that right out front and picked up here by the Mills. Leading down the wing, gets a chance on target. Keeper will make the save, and good pace here early. Two teams that are kind of, well, Melville in particular, really structured defensively, but they really got a nice forecheck, and they move the puck well. Yeah, they sure do. The Millionaires having a great season. It's going to be interesting to see what happens without Drury, but big night here in Flin Flon. It's a teddy bear toss game, so I see a bunch of teddy bears waiting to be tossed, and look forward to that when the Bombers score their first goal. 17 minutes remaining here in the opening period. And the Bombers will dump the puck back inside the Melville zone. Trying to get something going. Scoreless here in the early going. Harkness has got his guy pinned up. I can't make out what number that is for Flin Flon, but the puck is grabbed here quickly and picked up by Olsen. Puck comes to blue line. Stitton couldn't hold it in. What a goal he scored in his last game. Tanchuk will pick it up across the Melville line. He'll bring it in along the boards. There's Tanchuk in the corner. Alexander back in uniform tonight. Can't get to it. Hood knocked it ahead. Mills will chip it back to Leiden. He'll get it and flip it back at the Flin Flon zone. Grabbed here quickly by Mounier. Flips the pass to Stitton across the line. Stitton, a quick chance. Kicked out that time by Brunin. Rebound goes to back of the net. Flin Flon chasing it. Carruthers is in there. So is Alexander. Puck is eventually knocked free by Iogen. And he'll dump it back this time to Rotke. Rotke across the line. Can't sidestep the D. Bruner back the other direction. Here's a nice pass up the right side. Off Buka's skate. He'll pick it up and bring it in. Buka in the corner. Tied up. Buka's got it. Carruthers works it free. Mounier from the blue line. Pass out front to Gruner. Couldn't get a stick on it. Nice chance there. Flin Flon will hold it in for the time being. Now it hits a leg and comes back to center. Picked up by Mounier. He'll send it in. Stopped again. Back of the goal this time. Melville goalie out of position. Falls down, but the Mills able to bail him out. Looked like Flin Flon might get a freebie there. Bruin in a little trouble handling the puck, and he almost gives the Bombers an early Christmas present. Yeah, Kyle Marsden out there calling for passes already, which is great to see. He is a big, big lad. He is 6'3", 228. He is a big, big boy. Making his debut tonight, 7 games with the Victoria Royals of the Western Hockey League. Flin Flon happy to have him. They picked him up, actually. Got his rights from Fort McMurray of the AJHL in the offseason. He'll be a nice addition on the back end as Ringer will line up for the face-off here against Iogen. Iogen knocked it down, and he'll bank Yank it off the boards back at Flin Flon territory. Tanchuk there to get it. Swings the pass to Cormier. Cormier tried to come back to Ringer, hit his skate, he'll get it back. Sends it in, bouncing puck. Hicks will pick it up at the side of the Melville net. Moves it ahead. They tried to come back to Allard at center. That's broken up by Cormier. Sends it back in the zone this time to Tanchuk. Here's Schaefer. Back to Tanchuk. Pass over to Joey Lees. He'll redirect it in. Brunin goes out to play it around the boards. The blue line knocked down and held in by Schaefer. A quick chance and glove save made here. Once again by the Melville netminder.
Brunin.
Or sorry, they got the AP in here. It's Tabasduck.
Yes, yeah. That's why no name.
So Tabasduck, my apologies, is starting. It's 35. Wonder if Brunen's sick or what's going on. They got the AP and off the face-off. Arbery knocks it down, gets it back to Jakubchuk. Tees it up. There's a good save by Tabasduck. So Tabasduck, the backup, has started playing with the Regina Pat Canadians of the Saskatchewan Midget AAA League. So a call up here. His first taste of the Whitney Farm, so you can see why he might be a little bit nervous.
Yeah, he's made some nice saves already tonight. Got a little squirrely there for a while, and his team bailed him out, but he's made some really good saves. The Bombers have had a couple of good chances already here tonight.
Piccinino will take the face-off against Carlson. The Bombers win the draw cleanly back to Jakubchuk. Here's a chance. In under the glove of Tabasduck. Puck is then picked up. And the Mills will get on the attack. Allard, a nice bounce pass to Carlson. He'll race after it. He's got some speed. Allard throws it out front. Knocked down by Cragen. He'll hold it in. Jakubchuk comes back over and takes it from him at center ice. He'll flip the puck back inside the Mill zone. This forces Melville deep inside their own zone. Piccinino back of the goal. Along the boards, Leo Sykes from an off angle. You can tell they're shooting from every direction, but tell you what, a nice start here from Tabasduck, who's been busy. Shots are 6-1 Bombers, and it's still scoreless, although none really dangerous. I guess they had the one chance that went off the post here earlier tonight, and then when Tabasduck caught the puck up back of his own net, but Melville's doing a pretty good job keeping a lot of the shots from the outside.
He's made a couple of nice saves, but you're right, a lot from the outside, and they're able to clear the puck out of there.
Bearwald against Stinton, face off inside the Mill zone. Back to Schaefer on target. Save made, rebound. Good job again. As Tabasduck not fooled, sneaking in behind the D and getting a quick chance that time was the Bomber forward Alexander. And a good save. He followed it perfectly, not out of position, and another two big saves, so 8-1 the shots now. As Stinton will line up for the faceoff once again here against Bearwald. Bearwald wins that draw. Mills try to contain the puck back of their own net. Ewan's in there. He's bounced off the play. And the puck set to blue line, held in once again by Schaefer. Bombers try to knock it down in front. Stinton got the puck, but he couldn't knock... Penalty coming up here as the puck hits a stick and goes over the glass. Alexander's going to take a penalty, I believe. You didn't think so there, Mike?
Well, initially I didn't. I'd like to see the replay. I don't think we're gonna. I thought it was a good body check, but
they're saying kneeing on it, so.
Well, yeah, that might be right.
So Melville will go to the power play here for the first time here tonight. Their power play ranked 8th in the league at 19.6%. Flin Flon still the league's second best penalty kill at 83.7. So Melville a chance here. They've had just the one shot, but an opportunity here for sure. As they work the puck back to blue line to Zacharias. Zacharias has got it dropped back. Rothke's shot, that gets blocked. Rothke gets his own rebound. Rothke will hang on in the corner. Back to blue line, intercepted here by Ringer. Ringer and Lees take off to center. Ringer will now flip it in, and easy save that time by the Melville goaltender. Puck will go to the corner. Lees will try to chase this one down. Melville having a hard time getting set up here. Now they've got it. Harkness loses the handle to Ringer. Good penalty killing here. Finally the puck dug free. Melville back in business at center, led by Olsen. Olsen across the Bomber line. Dropped it back to Rothke. A chance. Over top of the net it goes. Loose puck picked up again by Ringer. Ringer short-handed across the Melville line. Hangs on, spins, fires, first shot blocked. Rothke will get the loose puck. 1:08 to go in the power play. Here's Rothke to center. Skates it back to Hodge. He'll dump it in back of the Bomber net. They didn't see the lone forward that went in there late. Zacharias, nobody picked him up, but Flin Flon will get the puck back down the ice. Bell's Isles after it. Bump Tipped off the play by Gruner, who does have a shorthanded goal this year. Keith Gruner, back of the net, looking for some assistance. Piccinino comes over to help out. Piccinino's got it. Tied up in the corner. Puck dug free. And with 40 seconds to go in the power play, here come the Mills Hodge to center. Stripped away from him and sent back down the ice. Piccinino will go back to get it. Piccinino, try to tie it up in the corner. Iagin's got it. And he'll take a look. Now he'll start to make his way up the ice. Here comes Iagin to center. Stakhanos, good move across the bomber line. Now he falls down. Puck picked up by Tanchik, almost gave it away. Redirected to center ice and picked up here by Jemis. Jemis moves it ahead to Hodge. Not much for this Melville power play so far, but here's a chance. Hodge across the blue line. Throws that one over to the far side where it's picked up by Leiden. The blue line, nobody home. Rodman will come back. That's going to do it for the power play. Melville not able to manufacture much there. Didn't even get a shot.
No, great penalty kill by the Bombers.
Flin Flon will move it back to center ice. Ringer, who was very masterful on that penalty kill, will get the puck back in deep. Trying to get that one away from Rodman. Rodman and Ringer tie up in the corner. Puck is dug free. Fired around the other side. Leiden can't get it out. Here's Joey Lee. Stand right past. They score! And here come the Teddy Bears. A Teddy Bear toss night. Beautiful pass.
Bears are flying.
And Ryder Ringer will tap her home. And the Bombers will take a 1-0 lead. And holy cow, Mike Slip, there's a lot of Teddy Bears on the ice here tonight. They're still coming out here. So a big goal for Ryder Ringer, a beautiful setup back of the goal. And for Ryder Ringer, that will be his 10th goal of the season. So Flin Flon hits the board. I think a big thing in their favor was killing off that penalty kill.
Yeah, Ryder Ringer, he was fantastic on that penalty kill and was rewarded with the goal. So fantastic. I was going to mention Ryder Ringer's twin brother. I saw this week got traded from the Melfort Mustangs for an old friend of ours here in Flin Flon, Ashton Paul.
Yes, Ashton Paul back in the SJHL.
Ringer went to Dauphin Kings, and Ashton Paul is with our nemesis, the Melfort Mustangs.
That's a big pickup for them. We'll see if Ashton can find his game. I know he's wanted to come back to the SJHL, and he gets his wish. So be interesting to see. But the Bombers get a goal here early. Northland Fort Teddy Bear toss. Quite the weekend for you. Of course, you got the Northland Fort Teddy Bear toss tonight. You got the Christmas party tomorrow, and a pajama party at your place tonight. Brett Gracholski and our good friend Andre Baginski already waiting at Mike's house. Ran into Allison before the game today, and she's not happy about this at all. Couldn't get a lick out of work out of either one of those guys this afternoon. They're so pumped up about that pajama party. And I'll tell you right now, there's one thing that those guys don't need: an extra distraction. Mike, you might have wanted to hold it a little bit more of a secret.
I really hope that those two guys aren't at my house.
Well, I'm telling you, they're waiting for the big pajama party tonight. So quite the weekend for Mike Slip. Nice job, geez. They've done a pretty good job getting these Teddy Bears all rounded up here already tonight. But a good start here for the Bombers, and Ryder Ringer, boy, this guy's had himself pretty nice start to the season.
Yeah.
A bit of a slow start, took a while to get scoring, but he pretty much gets one a game now.
He looked really good there in that penalty kill. He was all over. The Bombers had a great penalty. Bombers are off to a great start this game. 10-1 shots. Teddy Bears still coming on the ice.
11:17 to go opening period. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Ryder Ringer, his 10th. Even the goaltender keeper down there helping bundle up those Teddy Bears.
Yeah, gee, I don't know if that's allowed, but I guess anything goes on Teddy Bear night.
I guess the quicker they get the Teddy Bears off the ice,
better.
Right?
Yeah.
But a big goal here from Ryder Ringer early to put the Bombers up by a score of 1-0.
Keith Gruner with a life-size bear. That's a monster, that thing.
Other scores out of town here tonight. We've got Nipwood ahead of Estevan, 2-1 after 1. Weyburn a 2-0 lead on North Battleford, and Melfort leading LaRange 2-0 in the opening period. We talk so much about a lot of teams. Ice Wolves kind of flying a little bit under the radar. They don't get a lot of love, but they've had a good year.
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right, Rob.
Ashton Paul's got an assist, by the way, in his Belfort Mustang debut tonight. Zach Summers, good to see him back in a Belfort uniform. He scored. And then Riley Cote's got a goal as well. His league-leading 17th. Ashton Paul the assist. So already paying dividends in that trade.
Yeah, Ashton Paul, I think he had a pretty good run in Dauphin, but trying to get the attention of the young, I think this is a U13 Bombers helping out.
I tell you what, I thought they got that cleaned up pretty quickly.
They sure did.
I thought the truck was supposed to come out here.
Truck will come out in the first period.
Oh, that's how you're working.
And that's how I know Brent Kachowski's not at my house, because he's going to be behind the wheel, so watch out.
We'll see. 11:17 to go. 10-1 is the shots in favor of the Bombers, and they get a 1-0 lead on a big goal by Ryder Ringer, his 10th of the year, and you can't pass the puck any better than that out front. What a beautiful setup. So we're almost set for the face-off back to the goal. A big thanks to whatever Flin Flon minor hockey team that is. Did a fantastic job, and we're set to get going as Ringer will take the face-off here against the Millionaires Olsen. And here comes the announcement on the goal. We'll get Mike Slip to grab the assist here for us as the Mills try to respond after that first goal here from Flin Flon. They get a chance right now as they'll pick up the puck and bring the puck inside Flin Flon territory. Olsen on top of it. Back to the net. That's picked up by Allard. He's tied up here with Ringer. He flipped it to the far corner as that's grabbed here by Schaefer. And he'll flip the puck out. Rodman hasn't gone through his legs. Lee's tried to get in the free, but Rodman able to respond, and he'll tie him up. Cormier sends it back to Tanchuk in his own zone. Dishes it off to Schaefer. Back to Cormier, tied up. Puck will roll back in Melville territory, and once again, Kabishnuck will come out. Plays it to Allard at center. He'll flip it in, hit a partition, winds up on the skates this time of Clark. The young D-man out of Brandon across the line, dropped it back. Chance and fired on target by Gruner. Good save again.
Assist went to Cormier and Lees, Rob, on that last Ringer goal.
There you have it, the official on the opening goal by Ryder Ringer, his 10th of the year at 8:42. Another face-off back in the Melville zone. Gruner, Carruthers, and Muka who get the puck off the face-off. That shot got blocked, never made it through. Iogen, he'll grab it. Knocked away from him. Flin Flon tried to get shot back on top of it. They just get rid of it. Rothke's got it again. Trying to come back to Iogen at center ice. He'll flip this puck in for Hodge. Clark is back in the corner, got a piece of it. Played it ahead here to Gruner. Trying to come back, but Iogen steals that one. Iogen will now poke it back inside the Melville zone. Bells Isles has got it.
Ooh, big hit there.
Big hit there, you're not kidding. Rothke goes down hard, but able to get the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. Puck comes back to center, picked up here by Jemkus. Jemkus down the line, brings it in, gets a chance. That might be the second shot on net. Storming right in the front of the net, it's the Melford captain, and a good save here by keeper. Just the second shot by the Mills so far in this opening period.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about Matthew Keeper. He's had a great run here. We've got the media timeout, but Matt Keeper has been a great addition to the Flin Flon Bombers WHL experience, and nice young man. I've got to talk to him a couple of times, and he's loving his time here so far as in Flin Flon, as most players do when they come to town.
Well, the one thing he's been able to do too, not only has he played well, but Kenny Marquardt's play has improved. He's really stabilized the overall goaltending situation.
Yeah.
I think the reason for that is Kenny may be having a bit of a tough time with the pressure. You know, they had Urbani, who was actually a pretty good young goalie, but he was hurt, battling injuries, and Kenny wasn't getting a lot of offensive support either. So the one thing a keeper's been able to come in, make some saves, give Kenny some extra confidence, but give the rest of the team some confidence.
Absolutely.
As well. They've been a different team since he's been here.
Immediately, the attitude changed.
Carlson will take the face-off here against Piccinino inside the Flin Flon zone, the left of keeper. Shots are 11-2 Bombers. They lead at 1-0. Mounier back of his own net. He'll skip that one ahead to Arbery. Arbery trying to come back to Piccinino. He knocked it away. He has it inside the Mill zone, but they're offside. Blown down at 9:27 to go.
And without Mike Reagan here,
that's right, Mike,
look who's standing behind the bench there helping Cole McKay. It's none other than
J-Rock.
No, not J-Rock. Well, J-Rock's there too, but Brett Bain, ex-Bomber, great player. came
Won
in
a
from
national
Saskatoon.
championship with the Yorkton Terriers, the last
Yeah.
SJHL team to do that, by the way. Yeah, it's great to see Brett here. I bet you he could put the equipment on and still play.
I think he's still playing pretty high-level senior hockey at last I heard.
Here's Piccinino. He'll dart out of his own zone to center. Dropped it back to Seitz. Feathered it back to Piccinino. Too far. Got through the front of the net, and that's kicked away that time by Tavish-Duck. Flin Flon still after it. Pokes out front. Leadin. He'll drop that one back, and the Mills take off as they'll throw that in for Carlson, but too far from him. He'll go off for a change, and now here's the pass to Seitz at center. Bell's Isles cut him off. They tie up. Puck will roll inside the Melville zone. Grabbed here by Cragen. Flipped it ahead to Morrison. Morrison at center. Gets a hold of it into the glove. Keeper the save. He'll hang on as a few Millionaires make their way to the front of the net. 8:36 to go opening period, and a good start for Flin Flon. Not a lot of big body. We had the one checker just below us. I don't know if I've seen Melville throw a hit in this game.
No, but it's very similar until the third period of the last game against Yorkton. It was a no-hitter, and then it just got dirty.
Did it ever? Bearwald set for the face-off here. Against Stinton, Flin Flon wins the draw. Alexander quickly to center, trying to make something happen. Knocked away, picked up by Tanchik outside the blue line. He'll get a hold of it. He'll rip it back in. Bell's Isles grabs this one to the far corner. Stinton trying to get in position, muscling up with his guy. Tanchuk will hold it in. Bearwald will pick it up for the Mills, back of his own net, fanned on it. Had a couple guys on him, but got rid of it. Bell's Isles. Off the glass, gets it out, chance for a 2-on-1 for the Mills here. Picked up a pass out front. Morrison shoots it, a good save here.
Penalty.
Another penalty coming up. I think it's going to be the Melville Stinton up the ice, or is it?
No, I think it's the Bombers.
I think you're right. It's going to be a cross-checking penalty. Going to go to the Flin Flon bomber D-Man Schaefer. So Melville, second power play of the night. They're looking for a little bit of a better setup. They didn't get any offensive zone time. Didn't get a single shot in their first power play. We'll see what they do this time.
What a nice save by Matt Keeper there. He came right out of the blue paint and just solid to the puck, and just in great. It was a great position save.
Rothke against Ringer, who's got the goal. So the Mills back on the power play tonight once again. Ranked 8th in the league at 19.6%. The Bomber penalty kill has been very good. Second overall at 83.7 only. The Melfort Mustangs are better.
Another great save there by Keeper, Rob.
Puck off the glass, sent back down the ice. The Mills will start things off deep inside their own zone. Harkness has got it. He'll swing the pass over to Carlson. Carlson quickly to center. Backhand pass. Here's Rothke inside the Flin Flon zone. Harkness just holds it in. Rothke back of the goal to Carlson. Back out front. There's a nice chance, and they try to knock that one in. There's an opportunity that time for Olsen. Didn't really get a lot of wood on it. It was a good pass, but it kind of jumped up on him a little bit. He didn't get a good shot away. But a good setup. The power play already looking better than it did the first time. Another face-off back inside the Flin Flon zone, to the left this time of Matthew Keeper. Shot's a bit closer now at 11-6. Gruner digging in here against Rothke. Well, you don't see Gruner lose a face-off very often, but Rothke beat him that time. Mills trying to tie up this game. 7:20 to go opening period, but the puck breaks free, grabbed here by Gruner. He's got Carruthers with him. He'll get a hold of it. He'll flip it down the ice. Grabbed and held onto by Tavish-Duck, and he'll leave it back of the net where it's scooped up this time. And the Mills go to work at center. Olsen had that great chance moments ago, throws it. I think he thought the play was offside. He kind of stopped on it. Puck set back down the ice. I think they thought it was offside, and everybody kind of stopped. Tavish-Duck.
It actually was offside. The linesman had his hand up.
Here's Harkness to Iogen. Iogen up the left wing. He's across the Bomber line. He'll bring that one in deep for Leadin. Leadin along the boards. Lost it to Yakimchuk. Iogen in there trying to make something happen, but it's grabbed here by Gruner. Gruner on the penalty kill to center. There's 35 seconds remaining in the Melville power play. 6.5 to go in the opening period. Bell's Isles will grab it inside the Mill zone. Here's the pass to Iogen. Down the wing. He's had some good games against the Bombers in the past. Piccinino knocked it free. Look out. There's a body check. Kemyas comes over and stands him up at the benches. And the Mills will pick up the puck deep in their own zone. This is Hodge. This is the handle at center. Intercepted by Tanchuk. He'll fire it back in. 8 seconds to go in the power play. Good penalty killing again by the Bombers. Melville in danger of going 0 for 2. Kemyas to Iogen. Across the Bomber line. His shot. into the glove and held on by keeper as the power play expires.
Iogen really impresses me. Last time I saw him
He doesn't
play,
look as quick tonight as he normally does.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
He and Marsden having words at the moment. He is a very good hockey player.
5:51 to go, opening period. Face-off back in the Flin Flon zone. The shot's a little bit tighter. That was 11-1 at one point.
Yep.
Now it's 11-7. And Stitton will line up for the face-off this time against Leiden. Seems to be a bit of a delay here. They're looking for something down in the Melville zone.
Well, they found whatever they're looking for.
It looks like a piece of ice.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like a broken piece of ice they found, but you're right, they did find it. And we'll get set for the face-off once again. Stitton lining up here against Leiden. Puck back of the Bomber net. Allard there for Melville. Pinned up along the boards that time by Marsden, the new D-man. Bomber debut tonight. Hasn't played a lot of hockey this year.
No. I talked to Evan Bassell, who played midget with him, said he's a big, tough, well, he is big, but he's also a tough player.
He's like 6'3", 200 pounds.
200, yeah, he's tough and strong, and Bombers have been missing somebody of size like that.
And a right-handed shooting defenseman.
Yeah.
Mills will throw that towards the front end and hit the boards. It comes right back out front. Keeper not taking any chances. He'll pounce on that and hang on with 5.5 to go.
We've talked about the Bombers having, it's been better lately, but clearing the front of the net out, and I believe that's probably one of the reasons Mr. Marsden was brought in with that size.
Bearwald lines up for the face-off, but they blow that down pretty quickly. Ewan moved way too fast.
Speaking of a big guy, Ewan is, I stood next to him the other day at the dealership, and holy smokes, he's a big lad, wide.
Bearwald is waved out of the face-off circle, so going in to take the draw was Knitting. Big body check there as Harkness gets drilled in the corner. I think it was Ewan that stood him up there. Ewan throws another guy to the ice here. As the Mills are trying to go to work, keep the puck in deep. A couple big body checks, Stitton back of his own net. Left it there for Marsden. Marsden plays it ahead. Mounier over to Alexander. He'll get a stick on that and get it in deep. Running in with Harkness. He goes hard into the boards. Puck rolls to the center of the ice where it's picked up and flipped back to center ice. Allard will grab it for the Millionaires way offside this time. Knitting got a little bit ahead of the play. They'll blow that down with 4:51 to go. Shots 11-7. And since that Bomber goal in the teddy bear toss, the pace not the same there, Mike.
It's changed. The Bombers in that last shift, the one just before this, got hemmed into their own zone and had a heck of a time getting it out.
Ringer takes the face-off against Olsen outside the Bomber blue line. Flin Flon trying to go back to work with a 1-0 lead here, but the Mills will grab the puck and send it back in Flin Flon territory. Jakubchuk had to be careful, had a guy barreling in on him. Couple guys. Melville's got a very ferocious forecheck, which is very synonymous with the Doug Johnson team. Odelees trying to tap that one ahead. He gets
there's
belted.
a hit from behind there.
We're going to get a Flin Flon power play as they'll thread the needle to Ringer, looking for a second of the night. Ringer gets the puck in deep out front. There's a chance. Just fired wide that time. Bombers work it back out front. Cormier, who just missed seconds ago, touched here by the Melville D-man Hicks, and they'll blow that down. It's our first look at the Flin Flon Bomber power play in this game, which is very similar to Melville's. Actually ranked exactly the same, 19.6%. Flin Flon, those had a lot less opportunities. Melville entering the game tonight, 27 for 138. The Bombers 21 for 107, so that's quite an increase in the amount of penalties that Melville's had compared to Flin Flon, the amount of power plays that Melville's had compared to the Bombers.
Absolutely. Jackson Lee with a charge, Rob, was a call there.
Melville, the 5th-ranked penalty kill at 80.5%. We'll see if the Bombers can add to their lead. They lead at 1-0, their first power play of the game. And again, how does the power play look without Carter Anderson? We didn't really get much of a look at that last game. They just had the couple power plays. We'll see. Obviously, it's a lot different not having him out there. Ringer along the boards, trying to get away from Rothke. Rothke really giving him a hard time. Bombers trying to work it out front, but it's Iogen who will steal it. He's by himself. He's dangerous. Iogen, the middle of the ice, will hang on, gets a chance, and fires it wide. And then he goes down hard in the corner. He's hurt. Play continues up the ice here. The Bombers will work it back to Crumb. There's a chance. There's a good
What a
save.
save.
And And the Melville trainer's going to have to come on the ice. You saw that. He went down hard.
Yeah, he went. It wasn't a hit. He just lost.
No, he was by
lost
himself.
his skate and slid in face first into the boards there.
Like I said, he looked a little bit off. He doesn't look as quick as he normally does. He made a heck of a move there. I wonder if he's a little bit injured coming into this game.
Could be. How about that save of Brunin there on that last one? That was just a great save by the AP goaltender.
He's looked good. Of course, the Saskatchewan AAA League, no slouch. A lot of good players that play in that. So Iogen is still down.
He went in, as I say, it wasn't the top of his head, it was his face that hit the boards.
He does have a full face shield on. And he's still down here, so I hope he's I hope he's okay. But a couple of the players have made their way down there as well. And without Drury in the lineup, they can ill afford to lose Iogen. And he's holding his shoulder here, Mike.
Yeah, that might have been it.
So Iogen is having a heck of a time getting up.
It's to his knees. Yeah, he's shaking up, Rob.
Yeah, Rothke's helping him. Hopefully he'll be okay. But a great young player for the Melville Millionaires, Iogen, and we'll see.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. He's holding that shoulder, that left shoulder. That looks like where the injury happened.
I think he's going back to the bench, not the dressing room, so that might be a good sign.
Nope.
No, he is going to the locker room now.
The assistant coach there sent him on his way.
Tough break here for the Mills. Again, no Caden Drury and now no Iogen, at least for now. And certainly we wish him...
It's his shoulder.
The best of luck getting back. Hopefully he's okay. 3.5 minutes remaining. The Bombers still in the power play for 1:19. Keith Gruner wins the face-off. They'll get it back to Ringer, who's got the goal. This is Tanchuk. Over to Crothers, off the post! And the puck stays out.
That was
chance
close.
there by Crothers. He can really fire the puck. Crothers will drop it back in the own zone. That's Tanchuk. Being watched here closely, but gets it back to Ringer. Center ice for Gruner. There's a nice backhand pass. Piccinino down the wing. He'll stop and looking to set up here. Thought about coming back to blue line, but had two guys on him. Piccinino knocked to the ice again, that time by Rodman. Rodman gets a hold of it, sends it ahead to Carlson, but he can't clear it out. Ringer holds it in. Ringer in front of the blue line, lots of traffic in front of that Melville net. Dropped it back to the blue line. Racing over to keep it in as Crothers who hit the goalpost moments ago. They'll play it back to the blue line. It'll come outside the zone. 28 seconds to go in the power play. Crothers will drop it back, and he'll go off for a change, and Tanchuk will pick it up. It's a good penalty killing here by the Mills. Morrison will come in on Tanchuk. He better be careful. Tanchuk will wait, and still hangs on to it. Swings the pass ahead to Jakubchuk. Olsen with the steal. Forces Jakubchuk back in his own zone. See, this is where you really miss Carter Anderson, a guy that can pick up the puck and move it down the ice quickly. The guys you have out there now are like in quicksand. I don't know what to do. Tanchuk gives the puck away. We're back to 5 aside. Morrison got a hold of it. Tried to come back out front, so Flin Flon 0 for 1 on the power play. Back to blue line, fired on target that time. Long shot courtesy of Bell's Isles, and a glove save made here by keeper. You could tell they got the puck in deep. They're so used to Anderson grabbing that puck and bringing it up the ice. They looked a little lost to me.
The Bombers only got one shot since that teddy bear goal.
And the goalpost doesn't count.
And that was really close. That one was close to going in.
Allard against it, face off back in the Flin Flon zone to the right of Matthew Keeper. A 1-0 Flin Flon lead. Pretty quiet here at the Whitney Forum tonight. That one didn't miss by much. Harkness at the right point, gets a hold of it. He'll throw it right back in. Crab back of the net. Leading on top of it. He's battling here. He gets it free to the blue line. Nice job to hold the fort. Creighton gets knocked down. The puck stays in. No, now it comes out. And trying to get up the middle that time, Alexander. He falls down. That's offside. Eden will bring it in. The fans disagree, but he was clearly over the blue line when they brought that puck in.
I think they might be upset that Carruthers was tackled. I don't know, though.
Definitely offside. 1:39 to go opening period. Shots are 12-8. And neither team really playing with a sense of urgency.
No.
Big face-off outside the Melville blue line. Allard will get ready here for the draw against Piccinino. It cites Piccinino and Arbery. Boy, Arbery really getting into it here off the face-off. Takes his guy Hodge to the ice. Mounier will bring it in. Somebody lost a glove. It's Mounier. Piccinino trying to come back out front. Mills pick it up. They'll get it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Mounier's got to be careful. Had Leadon on top of him. Back of the net it goes to Marston. Marston can't get a stick on it. Allard will keep it in. Allard tying up here with Marston. Marston will flip that puck back to center. Grabbed here by Kemius. That got blocked by Allard, and he'll pick it up and flip the puck back inside the Flin Flon zone. A minute remaining here in the opening period. Tanchuk back of his own net, shovels it over to Arbery. Arbery, once again, will dump it to the far side. There's Leo Seitz for Flin Flon. Good pressure here by the Mills late in the opening period. Bombers having a hard time moving the puck up the ice. Arbery will get it again. This time he'll just simply dump it up the middle. This will chase Kemius back in his own zone. He'll turn the corner here on Piccinino. Kemius, a bounce pass over to Zacharias. He can't knock it down. Flin Flon tried to get it back. Zacharias bumped off the play by Carruthers. Here's Piccinino. Piccinino down the wing inside the Flin Flon zone. Taken down that time by Kemius. Hicks has got the puck pinned up back of the net. Bombers work it free, but it rolls right over to Kemius. Hard off the glass. That should be an icing call against Melville. And Flin Flon will get one late face-off inside the Mill zone, which is under 7 seconds remaining in this opening period.
Yeah, it's been a funny period, Rob. You're right. The Bombers have played well at times, and the Melville Millionaires have been.
There's no intensity.
Yeah,
from either team.
Not really.
Bruner wins the face-off. Carruthers off the draw. Can't get a shot away. Back to Schaefer. Swings it over to Tanchuk. A chance, and that one got partially blocked, and that's going to do it for the opening period. So that's the one goal by Ryder Ringer. And no team been able to capitalize on the specialty teams tonight. We got we'll run down the one goal. Ryder Ringer, his 10th of the year at 8:42. A beautiful feed from Cormier back in the net.
Yes.
Lee's dumped it in the corner. Cormier got a hold of it, threw it right back out front. Ringer got it. He goes top right-hand corner for his 10th of the year to open up the scoring at 8:42. And the Northland Fort Teddy Bear toss. Neither team's been able to hit the back of the net. After that, like I said, the game has really taken kind of a downward spiral, at least in the intensity department. I expect both teams to be better in the second. Power plays Melville 0 for 2, Flin Flon 0 for 1 so far tonight.
Well, compared to last week's game against Yorkton, which was very intense, this one not so much. Good to see Doug Johnson back in the Whitney Forum. A great coach. He very, very nice guy, very intense coach. So you don't want to be on his bad side. But glad to see Doug Johnson in the SJHL.
3-time SJHL coach.
Yeah, very good coach.
So when the Flin Flon Bombers lead after one period of play, they are 7-1. When Melville trails after one this year, 4-5-1. But it's just the one goal. Again, Ringer has got his 10th of the season. That's the difference right now. Flin Flon a 1-0 lead after one. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the second period momentarily. All right, check. That does seem better, doesn't it? No?
No. Well, maybe.
It is, I think.
Yeah, it is.
That is better.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's weird.
Bombers make their way back on the ice, led by acting head coach Cole McCaig, like we mentioned, Brett Babe, of course, helping out. And the Rock, the glue that puts it all together, J-Rock. I'm shocked that Mike didn't take him to the World Junior A Challenge. I still can't believe that. He won a gold medal last time.
He's a gold medal winner.
And you talked to Scott Marty, who was coaching that team. A lot of inspirational talks from J-Rock.
Is that right?
I'm not fooling around. When they lost those first 2 games, the whole world was against them. J-Rock stood up and said, we're against the world, that we can handle this.
Oh, good for him. I wonder if he had the fancy shoes on.
I don't know, but I'm shocked that Mike didn't take him. I really am. Very disappointed by that.
I've seen J-Rock with, I don't know if maybe Mike doesn't pick that. Maybe it comes from Hockey Canada. I don't know. But we're glad to have him here. And he makes sure the skates are sharp, the jerseys are clean, and the players are taken care of. I know that
very, very difficult job.
It is, and he works hard at it.
Out of town tonight, we got Weyburn ahead of Battle for 3-1. That's after 1. Nipwood, look at that, leading Estevan 3-2 in the second period. And Melford, a 3-0 lead on LaRange, heading out for the second tonight. How about the defending league champions there, Mike Slip? 19-4, have not missed a beat this year.
Yeah.
We talked about it when we kicked off the broadcast tonight. They've added Ashton Paul. It's interesting, they lost 4 games, 2 of them to the Flin Flon Bombers, and Flin Flon scored 12 goals in those 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew the Melford Mustangs were going to be elite this year, and they sure have been. So
I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, I knew that they're going to be good. I didn't think they're going to be as good as they are.
Well, we knew that they were going to be very good because last year they won the league championship with a bunch of young players. They had a ton of injuries, and so those players,
they found a way to make it through for sure.
And they did make it through.
Well, then a lot of people are kind of wondering too when James Beck left as well. So. But give Melford credit. They are the team that everybody's looking at right now, 19-4, and well on their way to getting their 20th victory of the year here tonight. Flin Flon leads this game 1-0. The Bombers, of course, 7 wins in a row coming into the game tonight. But the interesting thing about the Bombers, a lot of their good play's been on the road this year. Flin Flon sitting with a record of 7-5 away from the Forum, 6-4-1 here. They had that bad October. A lot of tough games here at the Whitney Forum during that losing streak.
Absolutely, yeah. The Bombers have struggled at the beginning, but boy, they've turned it around, and they losing Carter Anderson has been a bit of a hit, but they're going to have to rebound. There's going to be more defects to that BCHL league because the BCHL is sending players to the WHL now that their NCAA has allowed major junior players scholarships. So that's going to shuffle the junior hockey ranks, not only in Canada but in the U.S.
Well, it's going to be really interesting to maintain high-end kids in this league if nobody's getting Division I scholarships here anymore.
That's right.
And that's been the bread and butter of the Flin Flon Bombers the last several years.
Yeah, Mike Reagan is fantastic at placing players in college, in either Canadian college or NCAA.
Good news for Melville. Iagin's back out there. He takes the opening faceoff. He got hit late in the first period. He went down hard in the corner, favoring his shoulder, but he's back out there, so that's good news for the Mills. Again, no Caden Drury. Speaking of guys jumping to the BCHL, so they need Iagin. Flin Flon's got a 3-on-2 here. Here's a nice pass to Ryder Muka. Trying to throw that back out front, hit a skate. But nice to see Iagin back in the game. And here he has a chance off the hop. Iagin racing after it. Swatted away by keeper to the corner.
Oh.
Iagin hit hard again as the puck will come back to center. Knocked down. Muka gets a hold of it. He's off across the Melville line. Dropped it back. There's a chance by Gruner. Didn't get much on it at all. Knocked down by the captain. He can't clear. Tadchuk takes a whiff at it. Missed it. Then he gets a second chance. Throws it back in the goal here for Muka. Muka in the corner, tied up by Harkness. There's Keith Gruner. Throws it back out front. It'll get past Yakimchuk and roll back to just in front of the Bomber line. Yakimchuk grabs it at center. Harkness blocked that one. Iagin wants to get off for a change. He'll throw it on target. Keeper the save. Puck picked up here by Clark. Clark in his own zone. Feeds that one back to Yakimchuk. There's a chance for Cormier. Cormier feeds the pass to Lees. Try to come back out front. Puck redirects to the corner. Melville has it again. That's Carlson with Lees on top of him. He'll regroup back of his own net. Drop that one back over to Hicks. He'll bounce it off the boards back in the Flin Flon zone for an icing call. As this one's touched up by Clark, and we'll get a face-off back in the Melville zone. 18:29 to go in the second period. Just the one goal and not a lot of intensity, Mike. I don't want to blame the Northland Ford Teddy Bear toss, but it seems like a lot different game since that happened.
Yeah, it sort of sucked the life out of everybody here, including the players.
Ringer, who's got the goal, will take the face-off against Carlson. Bombers win the draw. Here's Marsden, a chance, and a good glove save that time by the Melville netminder, Tabashnek, the Regina Pat Canadian. It'll be really interesting to see why they're going with him tonight. The other goalie, well, it's tough to tell, I guess, if he's not feeling 100%, or maybe you never know what you got until you play him, right?
That's right, absolutely.
And if you want to throw a guy in a junior game, why not to Whitney for him? Flin Flon wins the draw. Back to Marsden, he scores! Marsden in his bomber debut! Rifles a shot from the blue line. And that might get the crowd into it, Mike Slip. Marsden, how about that? Bomber debut, he scores on his first shot in the... Looks like there's some teddy bears left over, Mike. You better go down there and grab that.
Yeah, we'll take them all, whether it's the second or the first goal. What a goal by Marsden! What a great sort of seeing eye shot.
Right off the face-off. So there's still teddy bears apparently hanging around. I guess they missed the memo back in the first period. But Flin Flon's taking a 2-0 lead, and there's some life back in the Whitney for him. Marsden getting his first as a Flin Flon Bomber. Here's Piccinino to center. He throws that one back to Arbery, trying to come back to blue line. That hit a stick, picked up here by Tanchuk. Back to the goal. Piccinino had it knocked away. Here's Sykes trying to jam it in. Nice job that time by the netminder to get to his pad over there and make the save. Melville will bring the puck outside the zone. Zacharias has it. Zacharias throws that out front. That hit a leg. Piccinino. Brings it back to the goal. Picked up by Yakubchuk. Puck deflects to center. Intercepted and fired back in that time by Rodman. Here's Yakubchuk. Trying to play that one ahead. Grabbed by Harkness at center. Arbery took it from him. Off his stick. Grabbed here by Olsen. He overskates it. Olsen outside the blue line will get a hold of it. He'll send it in out of the glove that time of keeper. Tanchuk on the rebound. Lost the handle to Olsen, gets it back, flips it over the far side. Sykes can't catch up with it. Rodman there. He'll knock it down. Melville keeping it in, trying to answer that goal by Marsden here early in the second period. Yakubchuk will get it back. He'll flip the puck out. Harkness. He'll race back and get it inside his own zone. Icing is negated. Harkness will flip that back of the goal, and that's picked up once again here by Rodman. Pinned up along the boards. Big Ewan on top of him. Good work. Alexander followed up, tried to come back out front. Good pressure here by the Bombers. Ewan back of the net, tries to get it out front to Alexander. You've also got Stitton in there, hoping that the puck comes to him as well. Good pressure here by this trio of 17-year-olds. Harkness will finally work it free. Feeds it up the left side, grabbed by Hodge. Hodge at center. Sends it back inside the Flin Flon zone. Mounier. He'll pick up the puck back of his own net. Mounier. Played it ahead to Stitton. Stitton has it at center. Across the Melville line, going wide here on Hicks. Throws it out front. Hicks got it back. Stayed in position. Hicks off the glass. Moves it back to center. Here's a chance now up the right side for Morrison. He'll bring the puck in. It's bouncing. And Carruthers will get it to settle down. Here comes Carruthers. Couple nifty moves to center. Carruthers trying to throw it back up the middle, but intercepted that time by the Mills captain. That's Yenis as he gets it back to center. Now an opportunity for Morrison across the Bomber line. He'll throw the puck to the corner. I thought he was going to try and get the shot away and maybe use the Bomber D-man as a screen, but he hung on to it. And the puck is now held up for a stoppage of play as Bearweld held up along the boards here by Tanchuk. But a nice story. Marsden gets his first as the Bomber to make it a 2-0 game.
I don't know if you got the assist on that one.
No, I did not.
It was Mounier and Carter Cormier with the second assist of the night.
So a nice game for him tonight. 15:37 to go, second period. Iogen, good to see him back out there. Lining up against Ringer, who opened up the scoring back in the opening period. Flin Flon wins the faceoff. They'll flip the puck out. Bell's Isles will go back to get it. He swings that pass quickly over to Harkness. Flin Flon gets it back, make that Cragen. Bell's Isles back in there. Cormier on top of him. Kidding goes back in there to get a big body check there. Ringer stepped into him, but Kidding kept his ground. And Flon will continue to keep the puck in deep. Tanchuk racing in for the blue line, trying to pin it up in the corner, but couldn't knock it down. Here's a 2-on-1. There's Speedy Iagin. Iagin cutting it out front. There's an opportunity. Schaefer runs into his goaltender. And I wonder if keeper's shaking up on this one. Iagin, not the guy to cough the puck up to.
I think he's okay, but
he fooled everybody because he hung onto the puck. I thought, okay, he's going to go in and try and put it in himself, and then he dished it off right at the last second.
Boy, he's fast.
He is. And he's got really good hands, too.
Great save by keeper. Keeper having talk with the referee. I don't think there should have been a call on that.
No, Schaefer ran into him, his own guy.
It was his leg was wrapped around that post kind of awkwardly, but he's okay.
Kidding again, set for the face-off here against the Bombers. Gruner. Flin Flon will win it. Here comes Muka flying up the ice. Over to Carruthers. Down the left side, throws it out front. Nice pass, a little bit behind Gruner. Picked up it. Muka's shot got redirected and went wide. Rothke's got it for the Mills. Plays that to Kidding. Kidding, look out. Got caught that time by Clark. Bombers get the puck back to center. Jakubchuk. Ready to come back to Muka too far. Melville bench, what an icing call there.
I think they were right.
Muka trying to knock that one down along the boards. He's pinned up there. Clark is in there, so is Iagin, who had that great chance moments ago. Again, you don't want to lose the puck in the neutral zone and have Iagin pick it up because they're going to get a good chance the other way with his incredible speed. Mills dump it up the middle. Partially blocked here by Clark. And here's the pass coming back to Gruner out of his reach. Harkness overskates it though. Here's Muka. Muka, chance, ripped that over top of the net. Seitz was in behind the D. He elected to shoot it. Puck grabbed by Rodman. Up the boards. Here comes Zacharias for the Mills. He takes a wicked slash there. Marston, who's got the second Flin Flon goal, will dump it in. There's Marston in the corner. Seitz there as well. Seitz along the boards, loses the handle, comes outside the zone. Arbery will send it back in, but Flin Flon offside. Piccinino will down, race in and tap it in. There's Arbery, big body check there. Stepping into his guy, Carlson. Flin Flon has been by far the most physical team. Piccinino, he's going to draw a penalty here as he's hauled down. Meanwhile, puck grabbed by Arbery. Arbery drops it back the blue line. Piccinino, Schneider a chance, or Schaefer a chance right on target. And the glove save is made.
I hope Reed Arbery can stay healthy, Rob. He's just bulked up. He's a very, very strong young man, and he showed it there. And a good hockey player, and he's just been snake bit with injuries. So good to see him back on the ice.
Yeah, he's proved to be a pretty decent SJHL this year, hasn't he?
He sure has.
So a second Flin Flon Bomber power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. Power play ranked 7th overall coming into tonight. Leading it 2-0. Back to Tanchuk. Here's a one-timer ripped over top of the net that time by Carruthers. Piccinino's got the puck along the boards. Melville pushes the puck goal. Looks like it did stay in. I thought it came across the blue line, but the linesman says no. Here's Piccinino back of the goal. Working on Hicks. Back out front. Tanchuk drills it. Good save that time. Square to the shooter. Nice job by Tavishnuck, who's done his job in this game.
Sure has. You know what? We talked about you guys seem to get their mojo and confidence. Cole Tanchuk, to me, has played very well the last 3 or 4 games and seems to have a little more confidence, maybe growing into that captaincy.
They're going to wave. It looks like Bearvald gets waved out. They do another face-off. Flin Flon gets it back to Carruthers. He ripped it wide again. Ringer will knock it. It looks like they're trying to set up Carruthers the same way they're using Carter Anderson. Mills get the puck out, and Tanchuk will go back to get it. Here's Bearwald coming in on him. 1:20 to go in the power play. 12 and a half to go in the second period. A 2-0 Flin Flon lead. Cole Tanchuk swings the pass to Ringer. Back to Carruthers. Carruthers to center across the Melville line. He'll hang on, throws it out front. Piccinino, puck bouncing, couldn't get it to settle down. Now he'll flip it back to Carruthers. Here's Ringer. Nice pass in tight. Ringer, or Piccinino, a great chance. Boy, was he open. They really worked that well. Everybody was worried about what was happening on the right side here. And Piccinino got in deep behind the D, and they made a good pass to him.
Bombers have had a good start to this second period, similar to the first period, and getting some good shots on the young Melville goaltender.
59 seconds remaining in the power play, 12:60 to go in the period. Heading up to take the face-off is Morrison. Cormier, 2 assists tonight. Lets Ewan go in to take the draw, so Ewan will line up against Morrison to the right of the goaltender, which is Tabashuk to call up from Regina. Back to Schaefer. Swings the pass to Seitz. He hangs on. Save made. Rebound. Oh, a good save again. Schaefer will hold it in. Tabashuk is down. Bombers are all over him, but they can't put the puck in. They try to jam it in back of the net. Great job by Tabashuk to keep the puck out. Don't know how he did it like slip, but on his back, he was able to do his job and keep the puck out. Schaefer back of the net. 28 seconds remaining in the power play. Iogen got a piece of that one. Puck will roll back to the Bombers' side of center. They come close to the power play, but can't solve the young Melville goaltender. Flin Flon will flip it back in deep for Cormier. Cormier lost the handle. Puck is steered away, set back down the ice. Schaefer back to collect the puck inside his own blue line. He'll swing that ahead to Lees. Lees will dump it in deep. Grabbed here instead by Bell's Isles, and that's going to do it for the Flin Flon power play, which is 0 for 2. So neither team able to capitalize on the power play so far in this game. Back to 5 aside. Here's the bounce pass to Buka, past him. It'll roll inside the Mills zone. Harkness there to get it. Harkness. Puck redirects along the boards. There's Rothke. Can't get out. Now it's picked up. Nice opportunity this time for Carlson. Down the wing. Shot off the glove that time of keeper. Mills grab their own rebound. They try to work it back out front. That's Olsen. Spins off a couple of Bombers. Olsen back of the net. He'll hang on. Once again, flipped it along the boards. Rothke pinched in. He can't get the shot away. The blue line to Harkness on target. Save made here by keeper. And he'll make the save and hang on. Shots are 23-14. 11-7. Bombers here in the second period. They've been rewarded with a 1 goal. A nice one here by Marsden in his Flin Flon Bomber debut.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Marsden. Good to get that one quick. I like the way he's looked so far, Rob. Just a big presence out on the ice, and they're using him on that penalty kill too.
Bombers win the face-off. Cormier overskated it. Allard came over on him very quickly. Mills need a goal to get back in this game. Still plenty of hockey to go. We're at the midway point of the game. 10:23 to go in the second period. That one pinned up along the boards here. Mounier not happy about something. He decides he's going to come over and mix it up a little bit here with Leiden. I'm not sure what happened there, but he went after him after the puck was after the play was drawn.
Wasn't happy with something.
Allard to take the face-off against Ringer back inside the Flin Flon zone, the left of Matthew Keeper. Mills win the face-off. Shot makes it through that time from the D-man, steered away that time. Here's Lees looking for the loose puck. Kemyes will come over at center. Kemyes trying to move that one ahead. Puck will roll back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Allard. He overskated it. Mounier loses the handle. Ringer over to Lees. Barreling down the right side by himself on target. Easy save that time by Tabashuk. Flin Flon can't hold it in. It comes back to center ice. There's Schaefer back on top of it to Cormier. He'll rip it right back in. Kemyes with Ringer in the corner. Hodge will pick it up. He'll flip the puck back to center. There's Schaefer. Back to Tanchuk, ripped it in. Look out, took a funny hop, but handled well again by Tabashuk. You never know what kind of bounce you're going to get in the Whitney Farm, but he played that one very well. Schaefer and his own blue line back to Ryder Muka. Tapped it ahead for Ringer. Here's Ringer. Back out front. Muka can't get a clean shot away. Kemyes, I think, came over and got a piece of him. Muka still looking for that elusive first ever SJHL goal. A nice setup there. Hicks for the Mills. Back of his own net. Will flip it to the far corner. Gruner read that play, came over and grabbed it. Keith Gruner back to Schaefer at the blue line. Quick shot, didn't miss by much again. Looking low blocker side. The puck just missed. Mills clear it back to center ice. Here comes Gruner for Flin Flon. Keith Gruner with a guy draped all over him. Throws his guy to the ice. Puck picked up that time by Hicks. And held up in the corner here. Hicks getting into it here physically with Muka and Gruner. And how about the setup to Muka? But
beautiful.
A little bit, it might be a little bit snake bit right now.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pass by Ryder Ringer. Carruthers not happy with something with the referee. So no Cohen Semp, no Luke Lepper tonight. They have been chosen to be on the Canada West team, so congratulations to them. They're going to be missed as the Bombers, but good additions to that team.
Yeah, they'll miss 4 games. They'll miss both these games and 2 big games in North Battleford this weekend.
Yeah.
But great opportunities. I mean, how many guys could say in Junior A you get a chance to play international hockey?
That's absolutely right. And of course, Coach Mike Reagan will be leading that squad in Camrose, Alberta in the coming weeks.
Starts on Monday, I believe. Anyway, media timeout. Let's see what's happening out of town. Weyburn leads Battleford 3-2 in the second. Nipwood remains in front of Estevan 3-2 in the third period. We got Melford ahead of Larange 3-0 in the second period. And Humboldt with a 2-1 lead on Kindersley in the second period as well. So that's what's happening out of town here tonight. Of course, these 2 teams back at her again tomorrow. First meeting of the season. Big stories entering. Of course, we mentioned the 2 Bombers away at the World Junior A Challenge. Carter Anderson gone, and the leading scorer in the SJHL, Caden Dury, gone from Melville as well.
Yeah, some big losses for their teams and the SJHL, but that's the nature of the beast in today's Junior A hockey.
Kidding will take the face-off here. Wins it for the Mills. Down a pair of goals. Rocky will play it ahead. Kidding lost it off his stick to Piccinino. He throws that back in deep for Arbery. Grabbed by Rothke. He'll get a hold of it, flip it down the ice. It gets past Yakubchuk. Kidding coming in on him. And Yakubchuk forced to throw to the far corner. There's Iogen on top of it. He had a chance last time he was out there. Piccinino gets it back for Flin Flon. Trying to swing that pass over to Arbery. Look out. Craig had tagged him up. Penalty coming up here. I hope they're not going to call that. Arbery and mixing it up here with Kidding. Interference penalty. I don't know about that one, Mike. I
didn't see it, Rob. It was
the guy had the puck. Craig had took the penalty. That's a bad call. Very bad penalty. I mean, the guy's got the puck. It's just, that's something that I wouldn't have called.
Yeah, as I say, it was just below us, and I didn't have a view of it. So I'm going with your word, Rob.
Flin Flon will take the power play, but I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have called that. Bombers on the power play for the third time. Harkness off the draw. Will send it the length of the ice, and keeper the Bomber goaltender comes out to play it. Ringer mishandled that one. Rothke took it. He'll hammer it right back in. Tanchuk with Iogen on top of him. Rims it around the far corner to Ringer. Again, no Carter Anderson on these power plays, and they missed the way that he could bring the puck up the ice, I'll tell you that. There's a bounce pass picked up by Piccinino. He'll get it to center. Drop that one back. Ringer, nice pass out front to Gruner. Gruner to the blue line. Held in by Tanchuk. Back to Gruner along the wall. Tanchuk to Ringer. Ringer hanging on to it. Looking for a better lane to shoot it. He'll drop it back to Tanchuk. There's a chance for Carruthers. Lots of room. Walks in, and again he ripped it wide. Boy, Carruthers has missed the net a lot in this game.
Three times.
Not even close.
No.
Puck set back down the ice. Looked like it was going to hit somebody on the Bomber bench, but I don't think it did. Knocked down back of the goal by keeper. A minute to go in the power play. 7:20 to go in the second period. Here comes Ryder Ringer. Drops it back to Tanchuk. Here's a nice pass up to Carruthers up the wing. Back out to Gruner, but swatted away. The puck will come back to center. Tanchuk with Bearwald on top of him. Boy, look at Bearwald get in there tight on him. Tanchuk having a hard time shaking him off. He's going to draw a penalty here. 5-on-3. Doug Johnson doesn't like the call. Hicks will touch up, so a 5-on-3 for the Bombers for 36 seconds. I don't know if I would have called that one either.
No.
I don't know if he even touched him, Mike.
I'll tell you, the penalty kill forecheck by the Melville Millionaires has been something here.
Tanchuk had nowhere to go there.
On that one, but they, at the beginning of that first penalty, Melville had the Bombers hemmed in. They couldn't get out.
So Flin Flon will see if they can take advantage of this 5-on-3 and a couple of suspect calls. 36 seconds in the first power play, 2 minutes in the second one. Keith Gruner out there. Dropped it back to Tanchuk. Tanchuk's got it. Here's Carruthers. Back out front to Ringer. Tanchuk. Carruthers. There's a shot on net and a good save that time by Tavistock. Gruner got it back but lost it very quickly. The penalty killing by the Millionaires again. Chemnitz trying to pin it up along the boards. They work it free. Back out front it goes to Ringer. Here's Ryder Ringer for Flin Flon. Back out front to Carruthers. Tanchuk at the line to Ringer. Tanchuk looking for a lane out front. Carruthers a chance, wide open net, and shoveled wide by Gruner. What a pass. Tanchuk back out front to Ringer. Goaltender down again. First penalty is off over as Cragen's out there. So the Mills kill the first penalty. Flin Flon 0 for 3. A minute 16 remaining in their second chance and a wide open net by Keith Gruner, but he missed it. Tanchuk once again to patrol things back in his own goal. He'll swing the pass to Lees. Lees tried to come back that time to Seitz off his skate. Tanchuk forced back in his own zone again. There's Iagin has his sights set on Seitz. He'll get rid of it quickly. Tanchuk loses the handle. Rofty with the interception. He'll flip it back in. 47 seconds remaining in the Bomber power play.
Again, the Bombers having a hard time getting out of their zone on this power play.
Lees up the middle. That's going to no man's land, and that's intercepted and sent back in that time by Bell's Isles. See what Schaefer can do. Back to Lees. Nice pass up the middle. Here's a chance for Cormier. Cormier bringing it in. Back out front to Lees, but knocked away. And a chance here maybe for a shorthand break for Lee, but they couldn't get it to him. But Lee gets it back. Lee behind the D, and he can't finish up at the last second. Nice job to stay with it, though. Mills come close on the penalty kill. Flin Flon will work it back to center. This is Leo Seitz to Ewan. Ewan dropped it back out front. Here's a chance for Seitz again. Won't shoot it. Throws it in the corner, intercepted that time by Hicks. And that'll do it for the power play. Flin Flon 0 for 4, including a 5-on-3 situation. Back to 5 aside. Lee will take the pass here for the Mills. He's across the Bomber line, lost the handle to Clark. Got to come back to Arbery, grabbed by Alexander. Olsen took it from him. Oh, what a body check that was. Arbery got it back. Boy, Alexander makes his presence felt when he's out there. What a nice body check that was. As the puck is flipped up into the glove and smothered here by the Melville goalie.
Yeah, Alexander with a humongous body check there. That's getting physical. Again, this game hasn't been outrageously physical, sort of like the Yorkton game that way. Although the Yorkton game was a little more exciting than this one.
13-8 is the shots here in the second period for Flin Flon. So far 25-16 in the game. A 2-0 Flin Flon lead, but yes, we don't see the intensity that we saw. Maybe that's because of how spirited that third period was, that last game you were talking about. Took an eternity to play, but certainly a lot of emotion in that game for sure. We're not seeing much tonight. Here's Hodge. Back the other way for Melville, looking for somebody to give it to. Throws it out. Nice pass and a great setup to Braywall. Boy, Hodge had everybody in the building totally clued out as to what he was going to do. He got a hold of it, just hung on, then all of a sudden just a beautiful pass out front. Great chance there for the Mills to get on the board, but a good save by Matthew Keeper, his best of the night.
You know, again, goaltending the way it is today is all position, and Matt Keeper was right at the top of the blue and solid to the puck, so really good save.
Off the face-off, Flin Flon will get it. It's Carruthers, nice pass. Over to Muke at center ice. He'll chop it in for Gruner. Canis is back. Lost the handle at the side of the net, but again grabbed and hung on to here by Tabishchuk. He'll hang on. We'll get a face-off back inside the middle zone with 3:52 to play in the second period. Looks like a pretty decent crowd here tonight.
Yeah, not bad. Again, a lot of Christmas parties, a lot of functions going on. I know there was Christmas concerts, so on and so forth. But the teddy bear toss game brings them out, and a lot of bears flew. So thanks to everybody for that. And
it all goes towards the Flin Flon Friendship Center's Christmas gift program. I talked to Joanne, who of course is the program coordinator for the Friendship Center. Last year, 450 presents they provided for kids here in these communities. That's what the need is. So, like you said, a big thanks for everybody for donating. Yeah. And believe me, every donation does make a difference.
Yeah, it just makes kids' Christmas a little brighter. So
can you imagine that though, Mike? 450 presents distributed.
I unfortunately can't imagine it, Rob. It's something. It's Flin Flon should be proud. They always come through.
They start to do. Carlson set for the face-off against Ringer to the right of the Melville goaltender Tabishchuk. Flin Flon another face-off. When there's a shot off a skate, Tabishchuk will grab the puck and he'll hang on, and they'll do it all again here inside the Melville zone. 15-9 the shots for Flin Flon in the second period, 27-17. The total in the game, the Bombers lead at 2-0. They had a goal in the opening period for Ringer, his 10th, and Marsden, in his Bomber debut, has come back to score his first. To be honest with you, this is the first time I've seen Marston on the ice since he got that goal. Flin Flon will throw it in deep. Lees can't knock it down. Lead in after it. Marston knocked it down along the boards. Marston hangs on, throws it in the corner for Lees. Lees can't get away. Held up perfectly that time by Rodman. Flin Flon back to the attack, but the Mills have the puck. Harkness will play it ahead. Penalty, I thought it is going to be a penalty against Cormier. Mills will dump it in. And we'll get to see the Melville power play for the third time tonight, fresh off killing that 5-on-3 earlier in this period. We'll see if that kind of sparks them to get on the board here with a power play marker.
Yeah, absolutely. Carter Cormier going to go sit right in front of his mom. I had a chat with her in between the first and second. She's sitting right behind that Bomber penalty box. So, great young man, Carter Cormier. So.
He'll get the penalty for a hook, and the Mills will go on the power play for the third time tonight. Bomber penalty kill been strong. Again, ranked second in the SJHL at 83.7%. Zacharias will throw that one in deep. Yakubchuk can't get a stick on it. Picked up instead back of the goal, this time by Carlson. Carlson, back of the goal for Olsen. Yakubchuk in there, trying to pin that up along the boards. We got 3 Millionaires on top of him. Puck does squirt free. Picked up by Gruner. Gruner's got some room and he'll take it. Gruner skating with it in the center. Made a good move there. Gruner across the line. Another good move. He's all by himself. A backhander gets it on target and kicked away that time by Tavistock. Great effort by Keith Gruner, literally by himself. Piccinino's out there now. That one knocked away by Rothke. He'll send the pass to Zacharias quickly to center. Back to Olsen inside the Flin Flon zone. Olsen ties up with his guy. Puck deep in Flin Flon territory. Minute 12 to go in the power play. Just over 2 minutes to go in the second. Puck squirts free. Grabbed by Piccinino. He'll work his way back in, try to kill some time. Spins and fires that one down the boards. Harkness back to collect the puck back of his own net. Had Arbery on him, but knocked him to the ice. And now Harkness will carry it to Iagin at center. Iagin gets that one in for Leiden. Leiden racing after it. Iagin in the corner. Kicked away again. Nice job, Piccinino. Down the ice it goes, and Bell's Isles will have to go back to get it. 38 seconds to go in the power play. Minute and a half to go in the period. 2-0 Flin Flon in front. Also leading the shot clock. 16-9 here so far. Here's the quick pass to Iagin down the wing. Iagin hangs on, back of the net. Iagin, sweet hands like we mentioned, will work his way back out front. Blue line for Bell Isles. Dropped it back, there's a chance. Kicked out that time by keeper. Flin Flon can't get it out. Jemius, the defenseman. Back to Bell's Isles. Jemius shoots it. Keeper got a piece of that one. Iagin knocked it down. He'll hold it in with a minute to go in the period. There's a chance for Hodge, a chance! Keeper off balance, made a good save again. Millionaire power play, moving the puck around very well. Their best power play of the game. Out of the penalty box, here's a chance from behind the D. Cormier! Cormier in alone! Cormier backhander, can't get it to go! What a stop by the young goaltender Tavistock. That could have been lights out there. Cormier would have got that one. But a great save here by the young Melville netminder, keeping his team in this game. Game's starting to pick up a little bit. Mills work it back to center. That's fired in that time by Morrison. Muka gets it back. Lifts it to Carruthers. Back to Muka. Look out! Oh. He got caught that time by Rodman. He had him lined up perfectly. You can't skate across the blue line with your head down.
No.
Yakubchuk will get a hold of him. He's lucky he saw him at the last second. It could have been a lot worse. Final seconds will cut down, and that's going to do it for the second period. The last 5 minutes there got pretty exciting there, Mike Slip.
Yeah, it started to get a little more physical. That was going to be a huge hit, but a good period by the Bombers, 28-18. What were the shots? 12, well, actually 17-12. But a little more jump that period, I think. Some great saves by both goaltenders.
That's a big save, though, by Tavistock on Cormier on the break after the penalty.
Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting third period. Again, we always say it, the parity in the SJHL is so good. You can't count this Melville Millionaire team out.
Let's take a look at the second period scoring summary before we go for a break. Just the one goal by Marsden. And again, I don't think that Tavistock was set up for the shot. The Bombers won the face-off quickly, got it back to Tavistock. He got the real quick shot away. That's why it's never a bad play to ever shoot the puck, especially if you can hit the net. He did a nice, accurate, low shot. First is the Bomber, Mounier, Cormier, the assist a minute 39 in. The only goal of the second period. Like you mentioned, both goaltenders did a fantastic job. Again, a big save by Tavistock here, late on Cormier, and right before that on the Melville power play, keeper forced to make some big saves, and that one that he made on Iogen as well.
Yep.
When Schaefer ran into his own player there, allowing Iogen to get in alone. So a couple big saves both ways, but it remains a 2-0 Flin Flon lead after 2 shots in the period again. 17-12 Flin Flon. They got a 2-period total of 29. Melville a 2-period total of 18, and we'll see if that last 5 minutes sparks these teams here for the third period.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be interesting. Again, these teams are going to go at it again tomorrow. So, you start to lose friends and make enemies after 2 games. So that's going to be interesting to see that game. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see it, Rob, but we'll be checking in with you. And
the Flin Flon Bombers a perfect 9-0 when they lead after 40 minutes of play this season. We'll see if that continues when the Mills trail after 2, 1-7. But again, it's just a 2-0 deficit for Melville. The goal for them will be to try to come out and get a goal quickly in the third and see what happens after that point. But full marks for 2-0 lead. Flin Flon in front. We'll take a break, come back with the third period momentarily here on Flow TV. welcome back to Flow TV. The Bomber coaching staff have made their way to the bench. That means the Melville coaching staff and the players won't be too far behind here. A 2-0 Flin Flon lead once again after 40 minutes of play here. Goal by Ryder Ringer back in the opening period, and Kyle Marsden, the newcomer to the Flin Flon Bombers from the Victoria Royals of the Western Hockey League, scores in his debut. Seeing what's happening out of town, Nipawin a 5-3 lead on Estevan late. Big win for the Hawks.
Yeah.
30 seconds away from picking up the W. Weyburn and Battleford are now even at 3-3 after 2. Melford's built up a 4-0 lead on LaRange, and Kindersley a 3-2 lead on Humboldt entering the third period. And the nice thing about the parity of the league this year, it's always great, but in particular this year, literally you could go to bed one night and be second or third spot and wake up at 9th or 10th the next day.
That's absolutely right. I had a chat with somebody today that it can change, like you said, overnight, and it's so tight, and you know, it's early yet, you know, it's not even Christmas, and you have to start watching those wins and losses because it'll catch up to you real quick.
Melfort, like we said, looking to go to 20-4 in the year. What a year it's been for them. And Ashton Paul, of course, the former Bomber, making his Melfort debut tonight. Did have one assist the last time I checked. So just the one assist for Ashton Paul tonight, but a nice debut for him.
Yeah, back in the SJHL, it's Ashton Paul, I thought, was a good player for the Bombers, but they needed a goal-scoring defenseman and got Anthony Bax from Dauphin last year, and
big deadline deal.
Yep.
First thing that Ashton Paul said when he heard about the trade, I get a chance to go back and play in the Whitney for him.
Yes. Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first thing he said. That's how excited he was about that. Who wouldn't want to go to Melfort, a team that's got a chance to win the league again? And like I said, come back and play in the Whitney for him. I mean, synonymous, of course, with junior hockey around the world. Keith Gruner set for the face-off here as he'll line up here against Rocky as we start the third period. Like we said, Flin Flon a perfect 9-0 when they lead after 40 minutes of play this year. We'll see if they can keep it going. Keith Gruner, quick pass to Carruthers. Thought about going back out front, but he got tied up right away that time by Harkness, who's manned a lot of minutes here for the Millionaires in this game. Flin Flon does hold it in. Harkness will go back to get it. Off the glass, puck is picked up here by Iagin. Iagin, he'll knock it down and get it back. Iagin back of the net. Lost a handle at last second. There's a pass up the left side for Gruner too far. That'll be an icing call against the Bombers. Hicks will touch up back of the Melville net. We'll get a face-off back in Flin Flon territory. And yes, these two teams set to square off again tomorrow night. Melville synonymous always used to come up in October. A little bit late to be singing in December here this year.
Yeah, there's been some different trips. You know, we usually see Kindersley up here by now too.
Kindersley used to come Thanksgiving every single year.
That's right.
Flin Flon went down to Kindersley in October this year. Might be kind of where they turn their whole season around, back-to-back wins at West Central events. And I know talking to Carter Cormier at Kindersley, his hometown, he thought that might have been the weekend that kind of really turned things around.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So just underway in the third period, we'll get the face-off back inside the Melville zone. Ringer leaves, and Cormier will go to work. You've got Jakubchuk and the young D-man Clark on the back end. Ringer lining up for the face-off here against Olsen. Mills win the draw. Can't get the puck out though. Nice job by Lees. Stood up hard in the corner. Hicks has got a hold of him. Flin Flon tried to work it free. Jakubchuk holds it in. He'll flip it wide of the mark. Puck laying on the back of the Melville net. And they'll blow that down as they try to knock it off, but it was still in the back of the netting there. They couldn't get it free, so blown down quickly with another face-off inside Melville territory. Shots are 30-20 Flin Flon so far in the game.
We gotta, you mentioned it last game, we gotta ask Matthew Keeper, no water bottle on his net. It's the only goalie I know of in this day and age that doesn't do it.
Penalty coming up against Melville. Lees gets the stick swatted out of his hands. Jakubchuk's shot goes wide. Clark will knock it down. He'll hold it in. Delayed penalty coming up against Melville. Jakubchuk back to Clark. A chance off a leg out front. Ringer races over. He'll knock it to the back of the net. Here comes Yakubchuk. He'll pinch in, knocked it down, finally touched here by Jemius, and they'll blow it down. It's another power play for Flin Flon. This is opportunity number 5, Mike Slip.
Yeah, they want
I agree with that call.
Yeah, they want to make something happen here. They haven't had a lot of luck on the power play at all. The Melville Millionaires have been able to pressure him, sort of hem him in a little even on the power play. So let's see what happens here.
Hicks will take the slashing penalty. Flin Flon will go to the power play for the 4th time tonight. Gruner lining up here against Bearwald. Bombers win the face-off. It comes right back to Tanchuk. To Carruthers, Tanchuk for Ringer. In the corner for Piccinino. Back to the point, Tanchuk holds it in. Piccinino knocked it down again. Left in the corner this time for Gruner, who missed that wide open net on the power play on that 5-on-3 back in the second period. Here's Ringer back of the net. Tried to come out front. Intercepted that time and set down the ice by Bearwald. Tanchuk will race back to get it. Had to be careful. Lee on top of him. Pinned him up along the boards. Carruthers will get the puck. Swings the pass quickly to Ringer at center. Here comes Ringer. 4 Bombers across the Melville line. Pass out front for Gruner. Trouble handling it. Left it there for Tanchuk. Back out front to Carruthers. There's a pass in front to Ringer off his skate. And intercepted and set down the ice that time by Lee. Of course, we mentioned the absence of Carter Anderson, but again, no Luke Lepper, no Cohen Semp tonight either, who are on that World Junior A team. They could certainly use those 2 guys. Lepper in particular to quarterback things on that back end. So a great opportunity, like we said, Mike Slip, but severely missed here in this game, especially on a 5-on-3. You'd like to have both those guys out there.
Yeah, and of course, you're missing Carter Anderson, too, who, with that incredible shot, they have been trying to set Carruthers up with that big boomer he has. He's missed the net a few times.
So with the absence of Anderson and his 7 power play goals, Carter Cormier would be the go-to guy. He leads the team with 5 power play goals. He hasn't even been on the number 1 power play unit in this game.
No, I don't believe he has.
He's come out on the 2nd unit all the time.
He's got a couple of assists. He's played a nice game, but not on the power play.
Tanchuk throws that back to Piccinino. Here comes Piccinino up the right side, barreling across the Melville blue line. He'll carry it in, falls down, but gets the puck over to Gruner. Back out front to Ringer. 34 seconds to go in the power play. That one intercepted and set back down the ice again. Flin Flon having a hard time setting up. Keeper will stop it, and Schaefer will get it back in his own net. And here comes Rothke on top of him. Schaefer brings the pass to Seitz. He'll redirect it in. Rolls to the Melville net. Tanchuk will play it himself outside the zone. Nice nifty play here. Schaefer knocked it down. Back to Seitz. He's got to hurry. Down the wing inside Melville territory. Blows a tire. Goes down. Puck is carried back to center that time by Rothke. Flin Flon will dump it in. That'll do it for the power play. Back to 5 aside. The Bombers 0 for 5 in this game. Seitz tried to come out front. Rodman wasn't fooled. He intercepted that one. Hodge along the boards. Puck rolls outside the zone. There's Cormier. Played it back to Yakubchuk. Yakubchuk over to Seitz. He'll chip it back in. Harkness goes over there to get it. Had Stitton on top of him. Just got rid of it. Alexander's had a nice game again tonight. He's battling here with the Millionaires Harkness. I'd say Harkness is probably the most physical Melville player.
Yeah,
that I've
he's
seen
a big boy too, it looks like.
Hodge will get the puck in the corner. Oh, he took a good whack that time from Alexander. Here's Arbery. He'll keep the puck deep inside the Melville zone. Arbery tripped up back of the net. Carlson gets it here for the Millionaires. Nice backhander. What a Rothke. Too far, cut off by Yakubchuk. Here's a chance for Stitton. Stitton down the wing. Stitton walks in. Oh, he just missed it. Might have glanced the post there. Rothke back the other way. They're going end to end here now. Rothke will dump it in, go for a change. Meanwhile, Olsen will come after the puck. Clark ran into him back of the net. Hodge is in there. Leading as well. Hodge back of the net, try to center it out front. Flon can't get it out. Hodge back off, and Olsen a chance, he scores! And Melville on the board there, Mike Slip. The Bomber D got in tight. We got a Bomber down on the ice, but boy, a brand new ball game now. A big goal for Olsen, and Melville's got some life as they've made cut the deficit to 2-1.
Yeah, there was a mix-up behind the net with the Bombers, and that started that whole thing. I'm just trying to see who that is. Is that
It's Arbery.
Oh no, I think he got a stick maybe to the face.
Just the second goal of the year for Olsen, but boy, he sure looked like he knew what he was doing there, didn't he?
Yeah, it might have been tipped. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't see it, but Olsen's made it a 2-1 hockey game as he converts on a nice pass in front of the net. And Melville on the board. They got some life. Here's Iogen. He'll force that ahead, and he'll dump it down and try to catch it himself, but there's Mounier after he lost the puck back of the net. You can't be giving the puck away inside your own zone like this. There's a lead pass to Gruner to center. Gruner's got it. He'll flip that puck in for Carruthers. Intercepted back of the goal that time. Iogen misses the pass at center, intercepted by Mounier. Melville, here's an opportunity here. Zacharias wide open in front of the net. They can't get it to him. I don't know how much more open you could be, but Flin Flon getting a bit of a lucky break there. Here's Gruner. Stick handles to center. Played it back to Cormier. His long shot. Grabbed and held onto this time by Tatastuk, who quickly gets rid of it. Mills will dump it down the ice. It gets away from Schaefer. He'll go down and get it with Bayerwald coming in on him. Around the boards it goes. Flin Flon back to the attack as they play it back to Schaefer. Just over 14 minutes remaining in the game. A 2-1 Flin Flon lead. A couple of Bombers run into each other. Lees and Schaefer and Bayerwald in there as well. But a big goal there for the Melville Millionaires. Mike, are right back in this game at 2-1.
Absolutely. And Marsden made a nice defensive play to prevent another one. By the way, Rob, Rain Hodge was the assist on that last Melville goal.
Nice pass out front. Olsen scoring his second of the season. Lees to take the face-off here against Bayerwald. Mills jump on it. They'll get the puck just outside the blue line. Tanchik got a hold of it. They'll flip it back in. Grabbed here once again by the Melville D man, Kenyas. Seen a lot of him in this game. Melville moves it to center. Here's Morrison quickly across the Bomber line. Tried to bring that one in. Cormier got crossed up. Arbery, good to see him right back on the ice. He throws it back in the goal this time to Schaefer. Broken stick out there. Hicks got a piece of it, so that'll negate the icing call, and Bombers will get a wholesale change as Hicks goes back to pick it up back of the Melville net. Partially blocked that time by Piccinino. Puck will come outside the line. No, Flin Flon holds it in. Now it comes back to Bayerwald. Bayerwald lost the handle. Here's Seitz. Plays that one back here to Clark. Leiden took it from him. Leiden back on the attack for Melville. Hangs onto it. Shot partially blocked. Makes its way to the front of the net. And keeper will grab it. And he'll hang on with 13:06 to go in the game. Little slow going again here in the third period.
Yeah, it is. It just sort of a little pond hockey like, Rob, maybe. It's a little scrappy, just not a good flow either way.
13:06 to go. Melville's on the board. A big third period goal here by Olsen to make it 2-1. Marsden, who's got the go-ahead goal for now, throws that one back to Mounier. He's having some trouble getting set up here. Puck sent in, and it's grabbed and smothered here.
One thing I've noticed about Mr. Marsden is he's very vocal on the ice. He's talks a lot. He's asking questions. He's yelling for the puck. What did you think of that picture of him in the...
I can't imagine how he allowed that to be used as a team photo.
It was Chris Tanev. Chris Tanev shot.
Threw me for a loop, put it that way. Flin Flon wins the face-off inside the Mills zone, but this is intercepted here. Mills back to the attack. Allen looking for the pass. He was in behind the D, but Mounier got back in there. Broke it up in the corner. Fans wanted a penalty, not sure what happened. Mounier got drilled in the corner here.
Broken stick.
By Allard, comes back at him. 12 and a half to go in the game. 31-22 the shots in favor of the Bombers, but a big goal here by Olsen's giving Melville life in the third period.
No, this game is far from over.
Big face-off again inside the Flin Flon zone. Keith Gruner will go to work. A couple things that jump out at me. That 5-on-3 that Flin Flon blew back in the second period.
Yep.
Gruner had that wide open net and just missed it. Off the face-off, this is Schaefer. Try to move that one out, hit a leg. Allard will pick it up here for the Mills. Back out front to Zacharias, that's chipped away. Buka comes back to grab it. Nice pass to feed Carruthers. Here's Gruner. Onside, drilled it nowhere near the net again. Flin Flon's had a tough time hitting the net. And here comes Carlson back on the attack for the Mills. Back to Allard. Hangs on, shoots it, just missed. It came right back out front. Flin Flon jumped on it. Buka quickly to Carruthers. Carruthers across the blue line. Over to Gruner. Quick a chance. A good save this time. Tavistock, very sound positionally.
Yeah, he sure was. He was square to the puck, but that was a great shot by Gruner too. He just
he had the area picked that he wanted to shoot.
Yeah, Tavistock got his shoulder on it. He was going for that short side top corner, and a really nice save by Tavistock. I hope we're saying that name right.
Looks like it. Ringer set for the face-off here against Rothke to the right of Tavistock. A 2-1 game. Iagin off the face-off, lost the handle that time to Corby, out front to Ringer, and it goes right through his legs and back down the ice. Couple Bombers had chances. Yakubchuk at the back end as well. There's Clark quickly around the boards. Puck will come back to Melville blue line, picked up by Hicks. Yakubchuk jumped on top of that one. Hicks gets it back. Played it ahead. Bombers get it back. Here's Ryder Ringer. Back to Cormier. Cormier hanging onto it. Back out front. Nice pass. Lees. What a save. Robbed here by Tavistock. But what a great pass here by Lees to get that one back out front. Great opportunity there.
Coach Johnson has to be happy with this young goaltender.
He's doing his job.
He is. He's keeping him in this game for sure. Great
Save there as Ringer will line up once again here for the face-off. Puck will come outside the zone. Yakubchuk gets it back at center here for the Bombers. He'll fire it in. Speaking of Tavistock, outside of his own net. Rothke got checked by Ringer. Lees had a chance to get it to Cormier, but he had a guy on him right away. Here's Iagin. Lost the handle. Lees will keep it in deep. Cormier in the corner. Knocks his guy Carlson to the ice. Here's a chance for Cormier, working his way out front. Cormier hangs on, another big save. Gets his own rebound, can't put it in. Clark at the blue line. He'll hang on a shot. Good stick save again. Oh, some great goaltending by Tavistock here in this third period. Highway robbery there, Mike Slip. What a save.
Yeah, absolutely.
Puck lifted to the Bomber blue line. Rothke got a piece but couldn't knock it down cleanly. Arbery back to get it. Arbery loses it at center. Picked up here by Seitz. He can't do much with it either, but Arbery will get it back and he'll bring it in. His backhander set towards the front of the net, and that's grabbed and hung on to once again by Tavistock, who's had himself a nice game here tonight. I don't think he'll forget this game no matter what happens. He's been sharp.
Reed Arbery's had a nice game. He's played well every game he's been in, I think, or pretty much every game. He's just, as I said earlier, just been snake bit with injuries.
Piccinino set for the face-off here against Bearwald. Bearwald's going to get waved out. Morrison went in. Piccinino took it away from him as well. Back of the goal this time for Seitz. Harkness has him pinned up. 10:16 to go, third period. 2-1 Flin Flon in front. Led this game 2-0 in the third period, but the Mills Olsen has scored to get his team back in this game. And are a shot away from tying it. Here's Rodman. Off the glass. Nice job to hold that in by Marston.
Oh, he's sure he held it in.
He's sure arguing his case. Marsden went down, knocked it down, able to hold it in. 9:57 to go. Faceoff will come outside the Flin Flon Bomber blue line. Here comes the trio of Skitton, Ewan, and Alexander. Well, media timeout, I guess, so they'll make their way back to the benches. We'll check out some scores here once again and see what's happening here. We got Kinnersley ahead of Humboldt 3-2 in the third period. Melfort a 4-0 lead on LaRange. Weyburn has jumped in front of Battleford 4-3 in the third. And it is a final. The Nipawin Hawks have knocked off the Estevan Bruins 5-3.
Wow, good for Nipawin.
You know what? You think about it, the last couple weeks they've been playing a lot better.
Yeah, I agree.
They took Battleford to the shootout. They got Melfort to overtime, blew a lead with like only less than 30 seconds left. Got that game to overtime.
I don't know if
they beat Yorkton in overtime last weekend.
I don't know if it's changed, but you know, when they were here, they only had two 20-year-olds.
Yeah, they still had, and one of them was injured.
Yeah.
No, they're still a young team, by far the youngest team in the league, but good for Tad Coulson's crew. They're starting to play some good hockey, and kudos to them on a big victory tonight. They didn't have their first home ice win till last weekend.
Yeah.
So they went on home ice again tonight. So congratulations.
That's tough
to them.
because you know that the fans would be talking.
Well, I think with a young team, you really got to be patient, and they're starting to come around. So good for them. That's a big win tonight. Here comes Marsden for Flin Flon, quickly across the line, dropped that one back. Stinton tried to come out front to Ewan, but he was covered. Mills get the puck back. They'll get the puck. Zach Rice just got out of the way of a hit there.
You mentioned patience, and if you remember correctly, at the beginning of the season, he mentioned last week in the post-game show, Coach Reagan talked about, said the fans have to be patient with this Bomber team, and he was absolutely right. They needed to gel. They had a rough start, but they've been playing very well. What are 8 wins in a row, Rob?
7.
7 wins in a row.
Puck goes in. Hicks is after it for Melville. Gruner really going at him hard in the corner. Puck squirts free to Carruthers. Blue line for Schaefer. Quickly over to Tanchik. Here's a quick chance, and no problem again. Tavis stuck over there quickly. He'll cut down the angle, make the save, and hang on. 36-22 the shots for Flin Flon. 9:22 to go. And the one thing that Melville's done very well in this period, have not allowed a lot of chances in tight. This is the tight defensive style that we've come to see from Doug Johnson.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they've tightened things up here.
It has
what you expect.
Doug Johnson written all over it for sure.
Olsen in there digging away. He's got the big goal for Melville here in the third period, tied up along the boards. Puck squirts out. Partial break here for Hodge. Leadon got to it and couldn't do much with it as it rolls back to Schaefer inside the Bomber zone. He'll hang on to it. Up the boards. Intercepted by Hicks. He'll flip it right back in. Tanchuk. And then went back to Schaefer. Forced to regroup deep in his own zone. That heavy Melville penalty forecheck. But Flin having a tough time here. That's what led to that Melville goal. And they got the puck in deep again. Schaefer does get it back. He'll take a look and he'll get a hold of it. Bells Isles knocked it down, waited for it. He'll play it back in deep. There's Tanchuk in the corner. Held up that time by Hodge. Bells Isles can't keep this one in. He'll have to race back and grab it inside his own zone. Bells Isles will play that one back over to Cragen. Cragen sends it in. Yakubchuk back to get it, looking all over the place, want to see where everybody was. Coughed the puck up, but Flin Flon got it back. Cormier to center. He'll dump it back in. Cragen into the corner, waiting for it that time. Was Cormier. He couldn't do much. Lee's in there as well, had a good chance the last time he was out there. Mills chip it ahead. Picked up and fired outside the zone that time by Allard. Back to center. Flin Flon will go back to the attack, but Bells Isles intercepts this one, and he'll send it back inside the Flin Flon zone. There's Clark. There's 2 shots for Melville in this third period, but one of them has gone in. Stretch pass over to Lee's, a long shot, and kicked away that time by Tavistock. Came out well out of the net. Got his blocker on that. Puck will come out front. Scooped up this time by Zacharias. Back inside the Flin Flon zone. Mounier takes the pass here from Marsden. Marsden's got the go-ahead goal. Rodman at the blue line, drills it on target. Save made by keeper, and not a lot of good chance. You know, Flin Flon, it's funny, they're out shooting Melville 8-3. Doesn't really seem like it in this third period, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think our newcomer Kyle Marsden, although he's got the goal, he's played a very good, solid game, and I watched him in front of the net, clearing guys out, and that's exactly what the Bombers need.
Face off back inside the Flin Flon zone between Rothke and Piccinino. Flin Flon in front 2-1. They're having a tough time getting going. A puck comes right out front. There's a chance that time for Rothke. Couldn't get much wood on it. Quickly to keeper. Look out! There's a stick. Rothke's stick gets, or he hits somebody's stick that was
Mounier's.
Mounier's stick gets whacked out of his hands. He's lucky to get a penalty there.
The referee is having a word with him that you do it again, you're going to go off.
He got very fortunate there that they never called that. So 7:12 to go in the third period. Shots are 37-24 Flin Flon. Bombers in front here by a score of 2-1. Offense has been tough to come by for both teams tonight. Harkness at the blue line keeps it in. Piccinino though will quickly jump on top of this. He made a good move outside his own zone. Piccinino to center. Will carry the puck in. Iogen played him perfectly. Millionaires get the puck free. They'll send it back in on goal. Keeper the save. He'll hang on as the Melville forward Knitting makes his way to the front of the net with 6:54 to go. And Melville just kind of biding their time, hoping maybe the Bombers make a little bit of a mistake.
Bombers' power play has let them down a little tonight, and
again, that 5-on-3, that was a tough one.
Yeah, but that being said, the Melville Millionaires penalty kill has been exceptional. Where are they on the penalty kill? They're not.
They're ranked 5th. That's not bad.
Yeah, not terrible, no.
Midway of the pack, Flin Flon's penalty kill ranked 2nd. Both teams have basically the same power play. Very similar teams, really.
Yes.
Almost identical records. Heading into the game tonight, Flin Flon had given up 1 less goal than Melville had all season, so a lot of character traits that are the same. Flin trying to pull this one out here tonight. They'll keep the puck in deep for Piccinino back of the goal. Piccinino hanging on to it with Carlson all over him, but he brings it back out front. Now the Millionaires swarm, and they'll get the puck out. Puck comes to center, picked up by Tanchuk. He'll send it in. Stopped here by Tavistock, back of the net, and he'll let the defenseman Hicks grab it. Hicks back of his own net. Now he'll take off the glass. Puck hits Allard at center. Picked up here by Carruthers. He hit a goal post earlier tonight. That was a power play chance as well that went for naught. Here's Tanchuk. Back to center. Puck rolled away from him. Bells-Isles is in there. Back of the goal. He'll swing that pass over to Craigan. There's Olsen. He's got the Melville goal. Back to center. Yakimchuk will get it back. That's Clark. Back to Yakimchuk. Leadon jumped on that one, and he'll flip it towards the front of the net. Keeper will throw that to the corner. Picked up again by Clark. Just gets it out. Here's Bells-Isles. He spins and fires it right back in. Clark better hurry. Leading on top of him. Back of the goal for Yakimchuk. Good forecheck here by the Mills. Looking to get that tying goal here late with 5:21 to go. They got the puck in deep. Gruner goes down. Puck back of the Bomber net. There's Ryder Muka swatted away from him. Well, the Bombers really bunching up in their own zone here, Mike Slip. This doesn't look good, does it?
No, the referee is helping him out there, too. He got in the way of a pass.
Muka will shovel it back into Carruthers, and again, they can't get Harkness off the boards. We'll keep it in. Good pressure here by the Mills. Out front, there's a chance, and the forward couldn't get the shot away. That was Bearward. Finally, Flin Flon will get it out. Carruthers lifts it to center ice. There's a chance for Gruner. Puck rolled away from him. He's tired. He'll go off. Rodman will pick it up back to the Melville net. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Here's the pass to Morrison up the right side. Coming in on Mounier. Big hit there in the corner. They go down hard. Mounier might have got the worst of it.
Yeah, he looks shaken up. He's
going to make his way to the box. And meanwhile, the puck will trickle back down inside the Melville zone. Picked up here by Harkness. Stood up along the boards by Lees, who gets the puck. Lees trying to come out front. There's Carruthers in there looking for it as well, but grabbed instead here by Leadon. Leadon down the boards, going to draw a penalty here. Melville going to get a late power play. And as you can tell by the response of the fans here tonight, Mike Slip, they don't like the call.
No, they don't.
But Melville will take it. Their 4th power play of the game. They're 0 for 3. Marsden is going to take the penalty.
Marsden
arguing his case. 4:13 remaining. Great chance here for the Mills on the power play. And again, like I said, it could come down to that 5-on-3 that Flin Flon could not score on back in the second period.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. And a couple of posts and some big saves by Bruner.
So a great chance here for the Mills with 4:13 to go. Rothke takes the face-off against Gruner, gets it right back to Harkness. Harkness has got it. Rothke shoots it. Got blocked that time here by Tanchuk. Puck stays inside the zone. Harkness will work it in. Harkness has got it. Into the corner, back out front. Tanchuk there to knock it away. Carruthers will pick it up. And he'll get it down the ice, and Harkness will have to go back and get it. But Gruner on top of him. I'm not sure Harkness realized how tight Gruner was, but he still gets it away. Here comes Carlson. Over to Rothke. Intercepted, sent back down the ice. Handled here by the Melville netminder Tavistock. Here's the pass to Rothke at center. Back across the Bomber line. A good chance here for Hodge. Hodge back out front. I have no idea why they never shot that. Here's a chance for Zacharias now into the glove. Boy, you're in a lane like that. You got to shoot it, not try for that extra pass to back to the blue line.
Yeah, sometimes players want to get
That was Rothke there. He should have shot. I think he's thinking that as he makes his way off the ice.
Bombers having a heck of a time getting out of their own zone.
Yeah, it hasn't been one of their better defensive games. They're very fortunate. Geez, if Drury's playing tonight, he might have 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah. But then again, maybe if Carter Anderson's playing.
Well, yeah. I mean, 2 sensational players that the SJHL will not get a chance to watch anymore this season, which is a real shame. 2 of the top offensive players in the SJHL. Hodge. Hyagen back out front. Nice pass. Cam, yes, the D-man keeper down. There goes his goalie stick. But he'll keep the puck out. He went down quickly. I'm not sure if his own player. I think he's saying if somebody knocked him down. I wasn't sure if his own player hit him or if a Melville Millionaire player hit him, but keeper very quickly to talk to the referee there after he got knocked in front of the net.
He also patted, who is that player? Sorry, Rob. The millionaire that went in there. Anyhow, he patted him on the butt saying, no harm, no foul.
53 seconds remaining in the Melville power play. 3:06 in the game. The puck comes out just off the stick that time of Bell's Isles. And he'll have to go back and get the puck in his own zone. Still some time though. 43 seconds. Don't need to panic. Here comes Bell's Isles. Chemius up the boards. He'll bring it in. Carruthers back to get a hold of it. Loses the handle. Hodge with the steal. Hodge has got some room. Along the boards, he'll hang on. Shoots it. Oh, that just missed. Wide open net. That one fired wide that time by Hyagen. They almost had keeper that time. That first shot, if it hits the net, it's in. He was late on it. Back out front again. Once again, I don't think, he does have a stick there. I didn't see it.
It's a really nice save there.
Bell's Isles will keep it in at the right point. Melville coming close. Puck is chipped away. 8 seconds remaining in the penalty. Hodge will go back to get it. And Melville 0 for 4 in the game. But keeper, some really, really big saves like Mike Slip alluded to. They go right back to the attack. Here comes Piccinino. Pass to Arbery. A little bit surprised that Doug Johnson never pulled the goalie when it goes 6-on-4 there, Mike.
It's a thought for sure, Rob.
Puck will come outside the zone. I wonder if he's thinking, well, they're still going to get a chance to get him out, I'm thinking, but still, 6-on-4.
But the game is close, so I wonder if that, held him up.
Yeah, but a 2-man advantage.
He's calling him out now, though, Rob.
Rothke gets it ahead to Zacharias. Mills on the attack. There's a chance. Keeper stopping. The Millionaires, Rothke in tight, and you're right, the goalie out for the extra attacker. Another big save. I don't think there's any question about it. Melville's been the better team in the third period tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you.
They got the goal. They're now out shooting. Flin Flon 10-8. We'll see if Doug calls a timeout. You better believe it. That's exactly what he's done.
Smart play. Smart move by Doug Johnson.
Again, I mean, not to say they can't pull it out here, but I think you got to go 6-on-4.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rob.
Weyburn ahead 4-3 late in the third period. Melford a 5-1 lead on LaRange. Kindersley, that would be a big 2 points for them. They got Humboldt down 4-2. We told you one game in the books. Nipwood holding off the Estevan Bruins 5-3. 1:37 remaining here tonight. A 2-1 Flin Flon lead, have not had one of their better third periods. And the Mills have brought the house. I'll tell you what, though, Matthew Keeper, he's had some good games for Flin Flon this year. His third period tonight has been superb.
Yeah. Coach Reagan always talks, you need a goalie to make the saves to win the game. Those game-winning saves, so far so good. I hope I didn't jinx goalkeeper.
Rothke will get the face-off. He had that great chance moments ago. Lines up here against Keith Gruner. 1:37 remaining in the third period. Flin Flon holding on here.
Empty net.
2-1, and yes, the goalie is out for the extra attacker. Face-off circle. Gruner gets it out. Ringer's got a chance here. He'll race down. There might be an icing call. No, they're going to wave it off. He'll fire it around the boards. Knocked down by Carruthers. Back out front. Ringer had it over top of his stick. The fans starting to get into the game here a little bit tonight. Harkness to Melville. D-man's got it. Trying to come back to Hyagen. Hyagen beats his guy. Hyagen, great move along the boards. Down the left side. Tried to come back out front. Oh, Hyagen, an incredible play here late. Boy, did he ever burn the Bomber D-man there. I think that was Yakubchuk. He went right by him.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity. Mills will hold it in. They work back out front again. That's Harkness untouched from the blue line.
Nice save by keeper there too. He just hugged that post. He wasn't going to move off it, and there was no room. Now it looks like
McKay call it a timeout. Got to give these guys a bit of a rest on the ice.
Yeah.
Right? So 54.2 seconds to go. Boy, the Melville Millionaires looking like a totally different team here in the third period than they did the first two. Again, I think that goal kind of sparked them.
Yeah, I do too. 37, 31 shots total. You know, at one point it was 11-1, and so yeah, and Matt Keeper just having a stellar game yet again. He's been a great find for the Flin Flon Bombers.
He certainly has, but 54.2 seconds to go, plenty of time. Goaltender out for the extra attacker, and Melville coming close here on several opportunities here late in this game. And I'll see the instruction they got from Doug Johnson here as they try to pick up a goal here late.
This is where you miss Drury.
Bearwald, absolutely. Bearwald will take the face-off here against Gruner. Off the face-off, the Bombers win the draw. Tanchuk will skate with it. Tanchuk flipped it ahead. Ringer will get a hold of an empty net. He'll put it in. And that'll do it for the game here tonight. Ringer's second of the night. 11th of the season. And that should ice it here for the Flin Flon Bombers. Still 44 seconds left to go.
It's going to be interesting tomorrow, Rod.
It is, and I'm going to do an interview with Doug. We're on radio tomorrow. I'm going to ask him about that. I said, Doug, are we thinking 6-on-4?
Yeah. You know, I know these coaches are going to want their both teams to play with a little more intensity.
Gruner against Allard after the goal. Ringer's second night is 11th of the season, like we mentioned. Jakubchuk to center. He'll fire it in. Tavistock got a piece of it back in the net. Flin Flon knock it down. They'll hold it in. Rolls to the side of the net. Tavistock will grab it. He'll hang on. With 31.6 seconds remaining. Cole Tanchuk made a really smart play to get that going. He knocked it down and he skated up the ice with it as opposed to trying to blindly shoot it down the ice and try and hit the empty net. Very smart play by Tanchuk. He gets it right off the face-off on target. Glove save made, gets his own rebound. Kicked away again that time by Tavistock. Got his right pad on it. Puck comes outside the zone. One last chance here for the Mills. Puck is picked up here by Lee. A backhander on target. Keeper the save. And a face-off inside the Flin Flon zone with 17 seconds to go. Bombers en route to their 8th straight victory.
Wow, what a turnaround for this Bomber team.
Tell you what, their best player tonight, we all know who that was.
Yes.
They don't win this game without him.
Yeah, no.
Haller takes the face-off here against Gruner. Here's Carruthers for Flin Flon. He'll flip the puck up the ice. This should be an icing call again. It is. Bell-Ziles will touch up. 8.6 seconds to go. And both these teams right back at her again here tomorrow night. Back on radio. Great North pregame show at 7:10. Drop of the puck at 7:30. And something tells me Melville's going to probably be a lot better in the first period tomorrow.
I agree with you. I think both teams will come out better tomorrow.
Off the face-off, here's Lee for the Millionaires. He'll flip that around the boards. It'll get away from Cragen. And that is going to do it for the game here tonight. Millionaires make it interesting. So Melville makes it interesting with that goal by Olsen, but couldn't capitalize on a late power play. And Flin Flon able to pick up the 3-1 victory here tonight. Cole McKay got to be feeling pretty good about that. Is that his first victory as an official head coach?
I think it might have been.
I know Mike's been at the World Junior A Challenge a couple times. I can't remember if it was what.
I think it was Gary.
No, Cole has coached. There was a weekend in La Ronge there last year.
That's right.
Mike wasn't there for the beginning. He won both those games. So nice job by Cole McKay here tonight. His team picking up the 3-1 victory, 8 straight victories. And will improve to 14. And how about Matthew Keeper, who's now 6-0?
the 6, whatever it was, against Yorkton, and this one 3-1. So where it matters really is on the final scoreboard.
And against two good teams, right?
Yeah, really good team. Two teams that haven't been that great, but have really turned it around this season.
So with the victory, Flin Flon improves to 14-9-1. Like we said, are now tied with Melville and Yorkton for 3rd overall. Weyburn, of course, has a chance to move into 2nd place. That's a 2nd place game tonight.
Wow. Between
Weyburn and Battleford. Weyburn is up 4-3 late in the game. We mentioned Nip won the big victory. Melfort looks like they're going to pick up their 20th win of the year. Laurence down in lots of trouble, 5-1 late. And Kindersley, with a victory tonight, could jump up to 27 points and just be behind 2 points behind Melville, Yorkton, and Flin Flon. So Kindersley on their way with a 4-2 lead on Humboldt now with less than 3 minutes to go. Boy, what a night. How tight this league is this year.
It's exciting. It's fun to watch, and a little nerve-wracking on top of it.
Any closing? Oh, I guess we'll do the 3 stars.
I do have 3 stars, yeah. I'm going to go with 3rd star Kyle Marsden. I thought not only the great goal, but I saw him mucking it up in front of the net, which the Bombers really need that big presence, and he was very vocal on the ice too, which is I like too. And as 2nd star, I hope we're saying this young man's name. He played a heck of a game. Taylor, is it Taylor? I'm sorry.
Tabastuck is what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Taylor Tabastuck. Awesome. He made some fantastic saves. He's an AP, so a young man who's I think has a bright future if he keeps playing like that. And 1st star, we got to go with Matt Keeper. Just a great game. He played steady. It didn't have to make a ton of fantastic saves, but made some, and those are the saves that Mike Reagan talks about.
Well, he held them into the 3rd period when they were getting outplayed.
That's right, and those are the saves Mike Reagan talks about. We need goalies that make saves that win games, and that's exactly what Matt Keeper did tonight.
He's 6-0, and he is the reigning SJHL Goalie of the Month. But a Goalie of the Week, the Goalie of the Month, and picked up his 6th victory, and maybe none more important than the one he had tonight. I know he played very well in those back-to-back games in Kindersley, like we alluded to, but very, very strong here tonight. Melville, a good 3rd period, but able to hold them off and pick up his 6th victory in a Bomber uniform. So again, Bombers full marks for a 3-1 victory here tonight. We will wrap things up. We'll come back with a simulcast tomorrow, Float TV, and back on radio as well, which means interviews and all kinds of fun stuff. We'll be on the air tomorrow night with the Great North GM Coaches Show at 7:10. Drop of the puck at 7:30. Be a great opportunity to get together with Doug Johnson once again. Always enjoy chatting with him. Certainly one of the elite coaches in junior hockey, period, let alone the SJHL.
Yeah.
And a lot of memories. Great battles with him and the Flin Flon Bombers, whether it was with Nipwood, his first team, or Melville right now. So we look forward to catching up with Doug and lots of other fun stuff tomorrow. But anyway, the final score for the Whitney Ford, the Bombers 3, the Melville Millionaires 1. Good night from Flin Flon.